Hello. Good evening, I guess. Yeah, I can never remember what time it is when I do these things. Time is an illusion. So bonus era, I think it's like 5, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. That's the time. You'd think I remember that because it's on my schedule. I'm trying out a brand new setup for everything, so please let me know how my audio quality is. I'm using a boom microphone instead of a headset for the first time, which is exciting. I've got a whole new layout for my OBS stuff where it's a bunch of nested scenes that are all embedded together, so there might be an issue there. I appreciate the Happy Death Day. You sound better than last time. Okay, cool, thank you. I'm always striving to sound better. Also, Flare Chest, thank you for the sub with Prime. You missed the little pop-up, though, which is a shame. It's the same as my follow notification, except it says, like, Flare Chest paid money for this? So we'll see, but you get the emote now. Yes, thank you. Happy Birth-entines. That's the real deal. I appreciate the Happy Death Day wishes. February 14th, I'm hoping, is not the day that I died. But we'll. Oh, hey, cut it out. Cut it out. Easy there. Just because you have a bone doesn't mean you should throw it at me. If you have a bone to pick, take it somewhere else. Hi, Icy. Hello. Denshi subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you. Denshi paid money for this? Oh no. Oh god, here comes the goon squad. Alright, thank you, I appreciate it, everybody. As you may have noticed, I've got affiliate open, because I wanted point redeems, and that's really it. And I've got one really good emote. The emote that you've seen, and people putting in the chat, has been drawn by Melon Bread. She is credited in the description of my channel, where you can also see a much larger, higher res version of the, of the emote. Yeah. So wonderful, excellent piece of art. I'm really happy with it. It came out great. Please stop. Please stop. I should put a cooldown on that, huh? Alright. Alright, Denshi, thanks. You're fun. I'll be fine. This is my life now, huh? Okay. This is fair. This is fair. This is fine. Okay, so, Gate, I see you're in the chat. Do you recognize the sound effect I use for the hollow sound of a bone striking my abnormally large dome? Because you are probably the only person in the chat who would know where I found the sound effect from. If you recognize it at all. Okay. It's truly out of control. I need to put a cooldown on this, I guess. That's fine, that's fine. You're gonna knock the train of thought out of my head. I'm not gonna remember what it is. Alright, that's the other emote. That one's not a drawing, it's just a render of my face. Happy birthday, thank you, yeah. So my birthday is officially tomorrow, the 14th, Monday the 14th. I'm a Valentine's baby, or so I've been told. But I don't normally stream on Mondays, and Mondays are normally Bond's day to stream, and I would not take that from her. So I will be doing a collaborative stream with Bond tomorrow at 8 p.m. on her channel. Thank you. I didn't say anything funny, but I appreciate the laugh track. Please laugh at my jokes. I will give you the power to laugh at me anytime you want. I hope the audio came through for that also. Please let me know if it didn't. I feel very naked right now because I'm not wearing a headset. Normally I have one on when I do these streams because I have to talk in Discord over my phone, but I'm using a boom microphone now, which is piped directly into a another mixer. So I don't have any audio feedback for this, so please let me know if things are or aren't playing. I hear that the thwack noise for hitting my skull with a giant bone is working. I'm hoping the laugh track is also working. Yeah, so Kate, you probably will recognize where the bonk sound is from. You're the only person in this channel right now, other than me, who will know where it's from. So that's, I guess, a large hint as to what I aped it from. Okay, so Bond is streaming tomorrow at 8 p.m. on her channel. We're going to be doing a collaborative Lego building event because normally she streams gunpla building, and so since it's my birthday and it's her normal time slot, we're going to collaborate. Yeah, you recognize it. Fun, fun, fun. It is from the video game Dota 2. I'm glad this point redeem is getting so much mileage. I should make it like more than 1 point so that people don't have the ability to spam it so frequently, but it's like 1 bone, 1 vote kind of thing. Like, if my points are going to be bones, you can just chuck them at my head. They are ammo. It is just how it is. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Thank you. A good flag. Okay, so other points of information. There's a stream tomorrow. Oh, that would be okay. You're right. I might change it up next time for the coconut bonk. This is the first one that came to mind, but I should use the coconut bonk. All right, you're so wise. So stream tomorrow, 8 p.m. Bond's channel, not this one. I'll tweet about it a whole bunch, and the stream will host it as well. So if you come here, you'll get redirected there as well. You know, all well and good. And then tonight we're doing PIZZATSUDAN, as is the way. I probably won't be playing a game over today's pizza making session because, as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, there are 3 steps to what we're doing today because we're making a dessert pizza. So it's not as simple as just letting the dough rise and going to faff off in like a PS2 game for 90 minutes. We have more stuff to do once we set the dough aside. We're making a cinnamon roll pizza, which, for those of you at home who have never made such a thing before, it is on the same pizza dough. The first step here, the pizza dough part, is exactly the same as it always has been, but these other 2 steps are brand new. We've got a cinnamon, like not frosting, spread, and then the sugar glaze. So, without further ado, I guess let's get underway with that. The dough part, as I said, is exactly the same as it always has been. So we begin our grim undertaking with 1 1/2 cups of warm water. I've already got my water allocated out here because that's the way you should do it. We got I can scoop this up in basically halves because this bowl is not very deep. The water has to be warm, otherwise it will chill the yeast, which prevents it from metabolizing at the speed that you want it to. So that's no good. Make sure it is in fact warm water and not cold stuff out of the tap. Hungry at 11 p.m., but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Yeah, Violet, you're in the UK, I'm pretty sure, if memory serves. So I appreciate you staying up late and enduring from my shenanigans here. Next step, after we've added the water, take some of this flour, and we need... Oh, wait, no, I'm full of shit. We should actually do olive oil next. We do our liquids first. We get measuring spoons. We're going to take 1 1/2 tablespoons of olive oil. Quality stuff. Question for everyone. How do you achieve the warm water at home? I'm interested to know why that's a question. It needs to be warm but not hot. Do you not have like a gradient on your faucet? Like, I just let the hot run just for a little bit before it gets hot, and I fill up a bowl like that. I assume that everybody could more or less choose the temperature of their water. Maybe I'm living in a fantasy. Oh, shit, that's a good point. That's a good point that I hadn't considered. If you need to go through an extra step to get your water, making it warm is probably not easy. Let's see. I got 1. Let's do another half tablespoon of olive oil. It had never occurred to me. You have to filter yours. Then I don't have a good piece of advice. Hot from a kettle plus cold from filtered fridge water is not a bad idea. Usually use a kettle and stop it early. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can just get it out of the faucet. I guess I'm really living in the lap of luxury, though. That had never occurred to me. That is good advice. Okay, so we have our first 2 steps here. 1 1/2 cups of warm water and 1 1/2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we'd add the salt. I've got in this wonderful little jar my salt. I have 3 of these. One of them is chicken bouillon, one of them is sugar, and this one is salt. So we need 1.5 teaspoons. So let's take that. I could uncouple these from the baby ring that they're on. Let's see, teaspoon. I want to use a teaspoon. This one's a teaspoon. We want 1.5 of these. I feel so naked not wearing a headset. I'm so used to having something heavy on my head while I'm doing this so I can talk to you guys. I feel like I'm missing something. It's like when you leave home without your glasses, but more extreme. I feel like I'm fucking up in some way. Does my noisemaker work? I don't. Oh, the thing in my mouth? No. I can't. I don't have lungs, so no. There's no way to get me to pop it out. I'm just chomping on it like a cigar. The party horn, you mean, right? Yeah, no, there's no way. I ain't got the lungs, so no, unfortunately it doesn't. That would be fun, though. That would be a fun routine. 1.5 teaspoon. Half of this. A little bit more. We like salt. I'm probably going to add a little more sugar than is normally on the recipe today. But next up is the flour, which is the largest portion. 3 1/3 cup. Is there supposed to be BGM right now? Oh, shit. I may have forgotten to put that on. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Bon. That's a. I knew I was forgetting something. Yes, there we go. BGM. Sorry about that. Yeah, we should be all squared away now. So it was 1 cup. 2 cup. Now we're in the pizza zone. Exactly. Almost 3 cup. And estimate 1/3 of this. That's like a half. 1/3. There we go. Cool. 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. So I'm going to put away my cup of salt with this little spoon. Get the sugar, not to be confused with the salt or the chicken bouillon. I'm going to do a little bit more sugar because this is supposed to be sweet, so it'll be fine. What did I do with my teaspoon? Oh, it's right here. Teaspoon. So it's the same amount as the salt, 1.5 teaspoons. I'm going to do probably 2 teaspoons. We'll see how that goes. Maybe it completely destabilizes everything. We will try our best. That's enough. Pop this away. And I believe that just leaves the most important ingredient of all, 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. Fleischmann's bread machine instant yeast. Also used for rapid rise. We love this. We love this stuff. 1.5 tablespoons. No, not tablespoons. 1.5 teaspoons. I can't read my own directions. Don't use 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. Holy shit. Yeah, don't do that. That's bad. That's not what you want to do. I will use the portion that I have here. That is probably sufficient. Then I need to put this away. It would be so puffy. Yeah, Fleischmann's is great. Usually you can only find this stuff in packets in, like, supermarkets, so if you can find the jar, you're set for life. This stuff has a decently long shelf life. Like, this is set to expire in January of 2023, and given that I do this every 2 weeks, I think I'll probably go through the jar before that day comes to pass. Okay, so now we get to the fun part. We get to mix this all together. So, 2 steps for that. I need to put on gloves to keep my little mitts safe, and I need to get a spoon. Getting the spoon is the easy part, or the mixing implement. Here we go. And the hard part is getting gloves on my degenerate little bone hands. So mixing spork, exactly. On. I think the problem with these is that I got like women's size small gloves. I don't know if kitchen gloves come in sizes. They feel really small. That's fine. Gives me a lot of dexterity when dealing with pizza, which is exactly what you want. That's probably sufficient. There we go. Dessert pizza? They said it was impossible, and it's not even cursed. I've made, quote, dessert pizza before. That's incredibly cursed. Like putting candy corn on normal pizza, and that shit's bad and just not edible by anyone. But this is going to actually be good. This is going to be a cinnamon roll, just in like long form pizza format. Or a large pizza format, not long form. It's not a video essay. Yeah, there we go. So as always, we get the dough starts to striate a little bit into little strips. You can selectively add more water at your discretion to try and get it to clump together a little bit better. I will in fact do that. Just a little bit of water at a time. You don't want to add too much or it becomes unmanageable. But yeah, you pretty much always need to do this afterwards. You can't just add more water in the first step, or you'll get the same problem. You need to have it bind and then add more water to the equation. It's doing a decent job of picking up all of the dough on the edges, which is fine. And the reason I put on my gloves, I got the sub button. Yeah, exactly. I enabled affiliate after long like a year of not doing anything with it last night because I wanted channel points. And I figured a birthday is a good as time of any to do that. I hate that in order to use channel points, you have to, like... No, okay. I hate that in order to use channel points, you have to give Jeffrey Bezos your SSN, but it's apparently the only way. And that was a deal with the devil I guess I'm willing to make. I don't know. Weird. Of essay, a combo of essay and... I don't understand. Combo of essay and what? Essay and pizza? Like a... Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I do a video essay on pizza, other than like the history of pizza, but there are people far more qualified than me. Thank you. Thank you for laughing at me. Okay, so once you get this in a decently good pile, you get to do the step why I have the big boom microphone, and hopefully you'll be able to hear this. And I should move all of my other things far away, because this is the fun step, where you get to truly brutalize this dough and take out all of the week's frustrations on this thing. I think this might need a little bit more water before I get to that step, though, because there's still quite a lot of flour at the bottom. There we go. How's that looking? All right. How was the candy corn pizza? Absolutely inedible. It traumatized every person that ate any part of it. But it was not my decision to make it. I think, by the way, I think the way you combine pizza and essay is just essay with Z's instead of S's. It's like eze, I think. Okay, yes, okay, so this is bound together great now. And so all you want to do with this is just keep smashing it into the bottom of the bowl over and over and over until it has a nice smooth consistency. If you were using a bread machine, it would be beating the dough automatically for you, but I do this by hand because it's way more entertaining, and I live for the content. So I don't use my bread machine, even though I have one, and I could use it, and it makes this easy, and it doesn't give me an arm workout. That's how much I love you guys. I want to teach you how to do this by hand, because if you're not bringing the pizza into the world by your own hand, what's even the point? Actually, now it's a little sticky. So we take additional flour. Yeah, it's a good step, right? It's fun. It's just like tedious. Sometimes you just want low effort thing, and it's a shame because pizza is normally very low effort. Like the actual overall time spent including making the dough is not very long compared to other like items of food. And then in the oven, it's only like 12 minutes, so it's usually very fast. Yeah, tired. I should actually get my heart rate monitor strapped up next time I do one of these to show how into it I get. I have no idea if the microphone is picking up this noise or if it's actually doing its job and filtering this incredibly loud slamming noise that I'm making. But I tried my best here. Colin helped me set up this whole boom microphone, this elaborate setup, just so we could maybe hear. It's cutting out the noise extremely well. That's a shame. It's so loud. Is it like muting me when I'm hitting it? I wonder. Like if I'm just talking over the miss the syllables where it looks like I'm beating the dough. Using the test heart, yeah. I mean, I have a human heart for testing for my heart rate plugin. It's just not mine, but yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I'll keep that in mind then. I wish it wasn't cutting at all, but the microphone's just doing its job. It doesn't know that that's what people want. Take out your frustrations of the week. If your dough sticks to the bottom of the bowl, just add more flour. Like I have a flour shaker. It's full of the same flour we used to make the thing. So you're just kind of adding to the mass, and you're making the borders of the dough less sticky, which is what you want to do. Yeehaw. Keep hitting away at it until it feels less chunky. You basically want to avoid chunks, if you can help it. So it should be like a nice smooth consistency overall. You want to avoid having air pockets in it if you can help it, though you'll be able to press those out later, so it's not a huge deal if you have some. I'm going to keep at this for as long as it takes, because that's the fun of PIZZATSUDAN. Can we add pizza roll on this pizza? No, this is a dessert pizza, though this will make enough dough for 2 pies, as is tradition, so if you really want to put weird... I'm saying, if you want to put weird stuff on the other one bun, we can, as though the cinnamon spread isn't weird. Pizza roll on a cinnamon roll, right? It just rolls all the way down. Yeah, as you can see, it's sticking to... This is why I wear the gloves, by the way, because it would be a real pain to get this out of my bones if it were sticking to my hands like that. Wholeheartedly recommend wearing gloves. Keep peppering it with flour until the outside of it is not sticky anymore and becomes nice and palatable. It's fine. If you end up adding too much flour, you just add more water and keep adding to the Colossus. My arms are actually beginning to get sore, but that's okay. Again, this is all part of the workout. So okay, so we've definitely told the story before about the candy corn pizza that I was forced into making, but that was literally just a normal mozzarella tomato sauce pizza that then had a layer of melted candy corn on top of it. And I protested being asked to make this as hard as I could, but come Halloween of like 3 or 4 years ago, in the before times, pre-COVID, I had a friend that kept asking to have this pizza made, and I was like, no, it's fucked up, you're gonna hate it, I'm trying to protect you, don't ask me to make this, I'm insulted, it's disgusting, it's gonna be bad. And every day they'd be like, hey, have you decided you're gonna make the thing for me yet? And I would tell them no every day, until all of my other friends got in on the action and kept saying, hey Tom, you should make the thing, you should make the thing. So eventually one of them scheduled an event at my house, sent me an invite as the last member of the group to accept. I found out all these people were coming to my house on Halloween with the expectation that I would make pizza, and they were bringing the candy corn. So basically I was held hostage, asked to use my tools for evil. They invaded my home and told me to make the thing. So I made the thing, and they ate it, we got it on video, and it was so bad that people started retching. The person who kept bullying me to make the pizza in the first place, they stopped eating pizza for about 3 months after that. So it was that traumatizing. Never do this. That's a cursed dessert pizza. Being sent an invite to your own home. Exactly, right? So, like, nothing I could do. These people were going to show up at my house. At least it was memorable, pretty much, yeah. It's a story that I can tell now. And you will be able to appreciate how much better this dessert pizza is by comparison. Because this is just going to be a normal cinnamon roll, except using pizza dough instead of, like, whatever normal baking dough there is. You're still going to put this in the oven at a lower temperature. I didn't realize the consequences were that bad yet. So it's blessed to know both the person who did this, did the photo that caused this, and you, whose life was derailed by it, yeah. One of the many formative moments, flashbulb memories in my life, where it's like, you're going to remember this forever now, huh? This is coming together quite well. You can definitely see that this dough is looking more and more smooth, yeah? I can feel it with my hands, though you, the viewer, can't feel it. It is losing all of its chunks. It's smoother on the outside. Probably gonna stop hammering this soon, so I can get on with the other two steps. Last time Dawson and I made pizza, we totally forgot this step out. Huh? So what did you... Wait, hold on. You forgot this step. So... what did you do? You had your pile of flour in the water with the yeast, and you mixed it a bunch. Did it just come out smooth when you mixed it? Because that never happens to me. Maybe you're better than I am at this, actually. Maybe the student becomes the master. Every time I mix it, like you see, it becomes like a bunch of strips, and you have to force it together with your hands, and continue to add water and flour until it really congeals. You just put it in a ball, and we were like, yep, dog. I mean, it works, right? It definitely works. That's another great thing about pizza, and why I think it makes an excellent thing to stream as far as cooking goes, because even when you fuck up, it's still edible. Do not tell a guy he's become the master. Yeah, that's fair. I should do no such thing. There's a no mix trap, but you have to leave it overnight. It's true, if you're not doing like an RTA, you can definitely do the no mix strat. It's not really, it's like an effort skip, but it doesn't save you much time. And time is precious. Pizza is supposed to be a food that you can eat quickly and make quickly. If you have the dough pre-prepared, it takes no time at all. I think this is probably about done. There are some pockets in there, I don't really care. We'll smooth that out when we get there. So, ordinarily, this would be the part where I say, cool, let me go start the timer, and I'll be on my merry way, and we'll play a video game. But I have some additional steps that I need to perform. Notably, I have to make the spread, and I have to make the glaze. So we're going to set this aside for now, and we'll come back to that in a little bit. As a consequence, I don't have my timer, so I have no idea how long I'm letting this rise. I'm basing this on my stream duration, and I've just hit exactly 31 minutes on this stream. So I will know that I have to add 31 minutes to whatever time I get to at the end of this. Thank you. I mean, also the other thing is it doesn't matter, right? Like, I do 90 minutes because I think that's a adequate length for doing streaming, where like you can do some stuff in a game and have fun and get some chatting out of the way over 90 minutes. You could let this rise for as little, it's edible now, frankly. You could let it rise for as little as 10 minutes. You can let it go overnight and it'll be very fluffy. So if I let this go for 60 minutes, it'll be fine. If I accidentally make this take 2.5 hours, it'll be fine. It's perfectly edible both ways. And I know Denchio asks, yes, you can eat it raw because there are no eggs in there. It's just flour and water and yeast. It won't taste very good, but you can do it and you won't get sick from salmonella. You might get sick for other reasons, but it won't be salmonella. All right, let's get this show on the road. So our next piece of the equation is the spread. So I need to get some butter and I need to soften it. I'll be using my microwave for that. I should probably clean off my... it's fine. We have our separate mixing bowl. We have some butter. I need to get a knife so I can cut this up. This feels like over... Do I not have a... Oh, there's a knife. This is a knife. This is calling for a half cup of butter, and fortunately butter typically has its... Oh wait, the whole stick is a half cup? Jeez, okay. I don't need a knife. Raw flour can contain E. coli. I guess it could. I guess that's a good point. It could contain E. coli. I feel like that's unlikely, though. All right, I'm going to cut this up in half just so it fits in the bowl better. Just ripping this butter apart. Cut this in half. We want to have this, as the instructions say, like warmed. Right? An entire stick of butter. This isn't even all the butter that I'll need in the recipe because the glaze also has butter. So let me make sure that I'm doing this right. I'm pretty sure I just need to warm this up. Yes. So we're gonna warm this up, which means like a brisk 10 seconds or so, maybe less, in the microwave. You guys might be able to hear this because I've got my boom microphone instead of my headset. Time. Start with a nice, brisk 10 seconds. I get sick of butter. Is it better to be sick of butter or are you sick of butter or stick of butter? That's the joke I'm trying to make. I don't really have a good punchline for that, but it feels like there's something there. We can workshop that. Okay. Well, I got my butter. I'm gonna have a half cup of brown sugar, a half cup of old-fashioned oats, and 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, and I'm just gonna beat it. So I also need another spatula. Put the guy right here. Alright, let's see. Did those 10 seconds in the microwave soften up this butter adequately? Yes. I'm gonna say yes. Hard to tell with my bare hands, but I think that's adequately softened. So I'm gonna add these in one time. Then we need our half cup of brown sugar. We take the half cup, this guy right here, take the brown sugar, which for me is so old that it has like crystallized. Thank you for the laugh, I appreciate it. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Please God, laugh at my jokes. My favorite pizza topping, brown sugar. That's all I need, actually a little bit more than that. Once we squish out the air gaps. Laugh track makes it exactly right. Exactly. I figured it was a good sound routine. I don't have anything more specific to add, so that's probably fine. All right, this looks like this is probably an acceptable amount of brown sugar. Get that in there. Cool, cool, cool. Same amount of old-fashioned oats. Oh shit. Oh, okay, they open like that. Oats. The Quaker Oats man himself is here. He's, surprise, off collab, Quaker Oats man. I wonder if there is anybody who's a Quaker Oats VTuber, and if not, could that guy be me? Could somebody become the live 2D effigy of the Quaker Oats man? That would be fun, I feel like. This feels like a lot of oats. Am I reading my own recipe wrong? I actually can't see it from here, but I have it written down in my notebook. It feels like a lot of oats. I guess maybe it'll feel better when I have all of the... I'm gonna have the other stick of butter. And then 3 tablespoons. 3 teaspoons. I'm bad at reading. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Where is my teaspoon? Old-fashioned oats and modern oats? I have no idea. I absolutely could not tell you, but that's what the recipe calls for. There's also like steel cut, and I don't know anything about that either. Yeah. Suddenly, once I put all of the cinnamon on there, it looks a lot less like there's too many oats, and everything seems like it's fine. Come on. Once you have all these things together, you're just supposed to beat until they're thoroughly mixed. So I hope that butter is as soft as I'm estimating. Probably too much cinnamon, that's fine. Cool. Done. Our whole oats, and not chopped up that much. Okay. Oh, the Grum's Fish Sticks Man as a VTuber. Ooh, Ivy, your mind is massive. You're so smart. You're so clever and smart. I think there's a lot of innovation left for corporate VTubers who are shills of like non-large name brand products. Okay, hold on. This is a disaster. How is this supposed to work? How am I meant to do this? Sous Chef Bond, do you have any ideas? I feel like this is a blow up already. As soon as I try and like beat these, they're just gonna fly out of the bowl. Did I just pick a bad bowl? Did I not soften the butter enough? What do you think happened here? Because this is the same as like how I typically do it for the cobbler.
You probably want
a different bowl, right?
No, you want fork.
A fork, right? Yes. That's how we always do it. Thank you, Sous Chef Bond, friend of the show, Bond Bombs. I will be collabing on her channel tomorrow. Look forward to it. Anticipate the delivery. I probably could have chosen a better bowl. It doesn't have quite as a yes, there is a handheld VTuber. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's room, right, for like people to just be existing characters as VTubers. Tony the Tiger VTuber. Tony the Tiger VTuber would probably do quite well, like, given what I know about people who like Tony the Tiger and the level of disposable income that Tony the Tiger fans have. But I want some real dog shit VTubers. Like Isby said, the fish sticks guy would be great. I am amazed that there isn't a Totino's type VTuber for like pizza rolls because they're trying to be with it and everything. So I'm just supposed to mash this together. This feels like too many oats. Perhaps the recipe that I was following is not to be trusted. Maybe it'll just come together once the butter is properly mixed up. I think I should have sliced the butter into little chunks instead of two halves of a stick, because even when it's softened, it doesn't really coagulate super well for this to be a spread. I'm not sure. If I cut it into little like slices or diced the butter, this would have been better. The Noid could easily be a VTuber. I agree. There's so much room for innovation here. This is what gloves are for. You got to get in here and smash this shit yourself. I'm so worried this is going to come out nasty. I might need more assistance from Sous Chef Bond in a little bit. We'll see. The good news, though, is the dough has already been rising for 10 whole minutes. So that's great. It's going to be nice and fluffy. Yeah, okay. So lessons for next time, for next birthday. I'll have to write this down in my annual calendar that I look at once per year, is that I need to have crushed the brown sugar earlier, and I need to slice the butter into smaller chunks so that it would be able to be beaten easier into... Yeah, that's, as you can see, that's what I'm doing. That's what the gloves are for. And I know it's fine. It's going to work out. It's just more effort. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know it'll work out in the end, but I don't really feel like putting in the effort. My arms are already tired from smashing the dough. Just absolutely manhandling and assaulting this poor pile of yeast and flour. So I don't really feel like having to do the same thing here, but I think I will have to. I don't see any way around it at this point. Notes for next time. It's all about learning. The primary reason I founded the PIZZATSUDAN series is that I could learn how to make pizza like very, very adequately, and everybody else just gets to watch me fail through it. The problem is, for the most part, it's turned out really well so far, so I haven't been feeling super obvious steps to improve upon, other than some, I guess, kitchen etiquette. I learned to have all my ingredients portioned out so I could do my cooking show better, instead of trying to fetch them while I was streaming. That's a blow up. Better techniques for getting the pizza dough off of the peel. That's important. More butter and the air underneath. The patented air ride technique. Yes, exactly. We all collectively learn how to make pizza with all of our brain cells put together. That's the idea. Right. That's enough out of the fork. I need to not be a coward. I'm wearing gloves. I gotta just get in there. Curious if any of this noise is being picked up, if this is like, point of view, you are being destroyed by a skeleton and you are granules of brown sugar ASMR, or how it's working for you guys. It might not be being picked up at all, actually. Probably not. It's very quiet. It's a nice, pleasing sound for me of the little oats dinging against the bowl. Probably can't hear it. But this is why we wear gloves. This is why we do that. All coming. Okay, yeah, this looks spreadable. It feels very soft now. Even though it's like chunking up, I could definitely see myself being able to spread this with a spatula over some dough. Get some punches in there. I don't want to get my knuckles all fucked up. Like, I'm wearing gloves, but like I still have to do other things with these gloves. Like, I think I will need to wash these before I do. Even though I'm wearing gloves, I'll have to wash my gloves before I do the next step. Throw some bones at it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Strike my skull. End my stream, end my life. There we go. This is looking pretty smooth. I'll get back in there with the fork now, I think. Should be fine. I'm so glad that people find that routine enjoyable, because I was on the fence about adding it. I was like, is it worth it? I don't know. Alright, yeah, this could be... This is spreadable. I could maybe add like a little to it to make it easier. Give me a taste test. Crap, it's from Dota. That's why it sounds familiar. It's a Dota 2 spell effect. You're absolutely correct. Keep doing it. Keep hitting me. It's fine. Every time you strike me, I become 1% stronger. Okay. This tastes good. This is fine. We'll leave this at this. Alright. Gotta wash off my gloves a little bit. Always try our best. It is not the Witch Doctor sound, but Gate suggested I should use the Witch Doctor sound effect. Should be quite good. You guys are relentless. Absolutely relentless. Alright, not bad, not bad. Alright, my hands are almost nice and clean now. They cleaned up a lot better than I was expecting, actually. No more brown sugar mess. Acorn Bounce, exactly. It is Hoodwink's Q. Which I don't remember. I think it's just called Acorn Shot. Very unimaginative skill name. Okay. So, last piece here is the glaze. How are we doing this? How are we mixing this up? Let's find out. Glaze is more butter. Thank goodness. I'm assuming it needs to be really, really soft this time. 4 tablespoons of said butter, which is only half of the amount we used last time. Cut that right down the middle. You know this slices so easily. What the hell? Why did that not just like slice? There we go. Right down the middle. Put the other piece of butter away. I'm gonna soften this again and actually dice it up. Witch Doctor sound effect. Yes, yes, iconic. Dota is a very confusing game, and it's got a lot of shortcomings, but sound design is not one of them. It absolutely has design on lock. People at Valve are masters of sound design. They've got that shit completely figured out. I will say this is the most I have engaged with channel partner teams. Yeah, because it's 1 point. That's why. I made it so cheap. So we've got our 4 tablespoons of butter. Oh. We've got cream cheese, Philadelphia brand, because I couldn't find anything else in the store. The recipe calls for, I think, a 1/4 cup, which is 2 ounces. I converted ounces to cups because I figured that would be easier, and then I learned that they measured this in ounces anyway. I'm struggling so much with this because of the stupid gloves. Sous Chef Bon, I need assistance. I'm being foiled by a cardboard box. Please, please. I need help.
Yes?
I can't open the cardboard box because I'm wearing rubber gloves. And if I took them off, it would be too much effort. What?
Oh. No, we're good.
Thank you.
Do you need me to open this part too?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's open the whole thing. Sous Chef Bon,
Hello, everybody.
saving my day.
I'm gonna open one of these. Open along center seam at the end.
The things we do for cream cheese. I mean, there's a reason that Solid Snake, accredited Army Man Solid Snake, uses it. Okay, so yeah, we needed, the recipe called for 2 ounces of cream cheese, I think, and I converted that to cups because I thought it would be easier, but then I found out that this just gets measured in ounces anyway, and it's an 8-ounce thing, so I need a 1/4 of this. So we have 1, 2, approximately this much cream cheese, a decent amount of cream cheese. Really makes me long for a New York bagel, but neither here nor there. Oh, that's a Solid Snake impression. Yeah. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around Shadow Moses, but I can't even open the I'm stuck in the cardboard box. How are we doing? It's a good question. How are we doing? Well, I think we're on the 3rd step of PIZZATSUDAN. Thank you for asking. My eyes are very bad, and I did not realize that you were not in the back gate. I thought you were. Your names are both very dark blue, and I can't read it against the dark mode. Who do we have here? This is Densuo. Yes, I recognize you as a regular of the ISV Machina family of streams. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry. I mistook you for my pal who was talking earlier. We are in the 3rd step of making this dessert pizza. I'm making the sugar glaze now. Butter, cream cheese. Hope you like dairy. We got dairy. Hope you like it. What else we got? Cream cheese. What about right here? 3/4 what of powdered sugar? In my notes, I just wrote down 3/4 powdered sugar. That is cup, right? Yeah. Taking a liking to cooking, so this is definitely interesting. Thank you. Yeah. Normally on Sunday nights, I make minimal-ass pizza. Stuff you've missed so far is I've got this dough that I'm waiting to rise, which we made at the first 30 or so minutes of the stream. And then I just made this kind of unappetizing looking mixture of brown sugar, cinnamon, and oats that I'll be spreading on top of it to make a cinnamon roll. And now I'm making sugar glaze. Maybe I learned a thing or two on baking. We will see. Okay. So I need a 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. A lot of sugar, but that's fine. In my actual notes outside the recipe, I did not write down what measurement it was. I just wrote 3/4 powdered sugar. Yeah. Sweet indeed. It's going to be extra sweet. We've got that. And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Got our secret stuff here, the most potent flavor known to man. I'm going to use my unwashed teaspoon. I don't really care that it has cinnamon in it. Looks like 1/2 to me. Pour that in there, and we just mash this all together. I'm pretty sure this is a good opportunity, I think, to use this, but I'm going to use another fork first, just in case I don't want to repeat my mistakes from last time. Butter is way softer than last time as well, so that's good. The cream cheese is room temperature. That said, I think I need to heat this up when I'm finally done. Yeah, 3/4 powdered sugar, 1/4 unpowdered sugar, just the sugar cane itself. This feels like too much sugar. I don't know. Maybe I can't read my own recipe. Maybe I was wrong and it was never 3/4 anything. I wrote it down completely wrong. We'll see. I'm also going to need to heat this up, I think, in order to actually have it be drizzleable on the top as a glaze, instead of just an additional spread. I'm not sure. I have actually never made this step of it before. The dough I do all the time. I've made the cinnamon spread a couple times for cobbler. Never in the context of a pizza before, but I figured it would work. Yeah, I need to mush it with my hands again to get the sugar incorporated. I think you're correct. I'm just trying to get it as squared away as possible first. Bon enters the kitchen. What's up, Bon? No, because then what happens when I use the whisk is I just get the butter stuck in the center of the whisk.
That's fair.
So then, no. Not really. But I appreciate the offer. I am firmly anti-whisk in this household, frankly. It's more trouble than it's worth. See, this looks good. This looks like frosting. Tastes like frosting. That's quite good, actually. My only concern about mashing this up with my hands is that I won't be able to get it off the gloves or off my hands once I do that. I think the right course of action here is to have it like I have right here, where it's mostly like a rather solid blob of frosting, and then just pop it in like a microwave a little bit before I'm ready to actually drizzle it on, so that it liquefies, and I can just pour it. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Very sweet. This is actually very tasty, but I mean, that's sugar for you. This is sugar, fat, and dairy, the 3 things humans like to eat. So, it should be good. And then, yeah, it looks like it's been 20 minutes letting the dough rise, so I could pop over to a game, I guess. I didn't really have one prepared, so I figured I'd mostly be doing talking. I guess I've got a bunch of topics I could talk about, but I thought this whole spread and glaze business would take a lot longer. So I'm caught a little unprepared, but that's fine. Improvised. We do the Zatsudan. There is a particular cake I'd like to make one day. Oh, please regale me. I actually know very little about baking. My skill set is squarely on I can bake the pizza and cook the pasta, and that's really it. Outside of that, I'm completely hopeless. I'm just quite good at this one weird thing. Please regale me. Let me know. I'm gonna put this aside also, and bring the dough back into the center so we can watch it rise. Like watching a kettle boil. Tell me about the cake. I want to know. I'll wash my hands again, clean these awful little mitts. Eventually I'll have to clean up my workspace here. I should probably do that now, actually, because I'm going to need to make a whole ass pizza here in like another 30 minutes or so. My late elementary school teacher made a cake that everyone loved. It was so good. We had a party for her retiring. I got the Navy guard to ensure that he got to it first, called Southern Caramel Cake. Well, stuff from the South typically tends to be very sweet, and caramel is already very sweet. I'm having not a hard time imagining that this tastes very good. Tell me more about Southern Caramel Cake. If you've got the, I'm being assaulted by my refrigerator. Stuff is jumping out at me. Pop this away. Put the cream cheese away. Goodbye, cream cheese. Thank you for your service. Back in the box you go. I had it again after so long. It hit me like, oh yeah. The one scene from Ratatouille where you experience your entire like life over again because of how good a single piece of food is. Absolutely, I've had moments like that too. I'm trying to think what the thing that makes me feel that way the most is. I feel like apple pie is a very powerful way of doing that. Even though there's not really any particular apple pie that I'm thinking super fondly of. It's just a food that incites nostalgia pretty instinctively. And in terms of home cooking, there's a type of blush sauce that my dad always made for pasta that I would be like, oh yeah, takes me back right away. Sorry, I'm trying to clean up the rest of this before I can start eating the tar out of the dough again for round 2. In about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to preheat my oven. Usually we do it to as high as it'll go, like 550. Today we're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, a little bit cooler, and it'll go for a little bit longer than usual, and that's the plan. So if you've got a lower powered oven, today is actually your day, your lucky day. If you can't keep up with the power of a brick oven. On the subject of cleaning, actually, that's one of the first topics I have for my talking points today, which is, Bon got me a fancy new pizza weapon that I can use, which is for cleaning my pizza stone. I got this wonderful machete-looking motherfucker, which is really just a brush, a very coarse brush with a scraper on the end of a stick. But this is for cleaning the pizza stone, which is very, very charred at this point. I will actually pull out the pizza stone. Show you. This is my boy. This is the workhorse of the operation. Very extreme looking, right? So this is the pizza stone. This is the ceramic plate that I bake all of my pizza on. It is very, very dirty, as you can see. Lots of years and years of being baked at almost 600 degrees Fahrenheit with flour on top and everything like that. Now I have a way to clean it. Something that will last you a while, yeah. The only way that you can really lose a pizza stone is if you drop it and it breaks, or, and this is important if you ever get one of these, if you try and wash them, you have to make sure that they are completely 1000% absolutely dry before you pop it back in the oven. Because if there's water in any of the pores of the stone and you put it in the oven at 500 degrees, the water will instantly sublimate into steam, and it will, because water expands when it heats up, as does everything, it will crack the stone. We're gonna get a pizza stone cleaning on the stream. Probably not, because it would just make a mess of my workstation here. I don't really want to get charcoal all over my area, so probably no. But I wanted to call attention to the cool birthday gift. Bon said she didn't know what to get me, so she got me another pizza weapon. Anyway, pizza stone's going back in the oven. Make sure these things are dry before you pop them in. And that is why they're so difficult to clean and why you need a tool like this. Because if you could just wash it with water after it was done every time and scrub it down, there'd be no problem. But if you let any moisture in there, it'll expand as soon as it heats up. The expanding steam will crack the stone, and you'll get a very, very loud crack audible across the house, which has happened to me twice so far, with different pizza stones, obviously not that one. Gotta set up a place to display all your pizza weapons. It's true. It's a real armory out here. Let's see. And we've got the old standby, the cleaver, which is used for, doing the actual chopping. I don't have one of the wheels, but I do have these two tools. Bad that I'm laughing about pizza weapons. No, they are, I don't know how else you describe these. These are the, armory of a Pizzaiolo. I've got my big sword, and I've got, my poignard parrying weapon. That's just the way it works. Art of PTO class skeleton. Yeah. Ricky, hello. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. You finally get the emote that we've been using for months now. The give pizza emote. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was shooting the shit about my new pizza weapon here. I've got this cool brush that I use for cleaning the pizza stone. I've got the cleaver, which is not anything new. And I should bring the dough back into the focus now because the other dough has arrived. The ear dough is here, and the pizza dough is right here. This has been rising for, let's see, it's an hour, 30 minutes so far, which is pretty good. Normally I let it go for 90, and normally I play like a video game over this. I figured today we'd have a lot to talk about, what with affiliate being enabled, chat redeems being abound, and me having 2 other steps that I need to follow in order to get ready for this. So I'm cut a little bit short. Bond keeps throwing shit at me, which is annoying, but that's what it's there for. We have all of our components of this getting ready to go. I should finish cleaning up the other pieces here. You people really like that, huh? They're big fans. Big fans of hitting me in the head. Eventually you're going to cause permanent damage. Cannot tell a lie, this recipe is real good. So, Ricky Hirsch, friend of the channel here, sent me a photo of the version of this that she made a couple hours ago. And I was relieved because I have never made a cinnamon roll pizza before. I am taking you on a journey along with me. But she has proven that it works. It looked quite good. She says it tastes good. So now I have faith, and you can all have faith as well, that this will turn out all right. I'm super, super grateful. The testimonials I get for this are always really heartwarming. I know Gate has learned how to make pizza, which is great. I know I've shown you, you've shown me pizza you made. I don't know if you knew how to do it beforehand, but the testimonials make it all worth it. I think Bond just sent me something on. I saw my phone light up in the corner of my eye. Bond has sent me an Onion article. I'll have to read it later. Trying to distract me while I'm streaming. She's crazy. All right. So we've got a whole hour left for this to go. Come on, stop. You're causing me immense pain. You're going to cause permanent damage sooner rather than later. Anyway, we have an hour left before the stove is like as risen as I want it to be. Though I could. Happy birthday, thank you. My birthday is tomorrow. February 13th is the day before, which is today. Bon is typically the Monday streamer, and since the 14th is a Monday, I am deferring to her. My birthday stream will be on her channel at her usual time at 8 p.m. We'll be doing a collaborative Lego building stream. I was going to see if I can go get the box for what we're building as a little teaser, but I don't want to touch it with my grubby kitchen hands. We're building a pair of birds and maybe some flowers, because I've got a bunch of sets that have multiple symmetrical parts on hand waiting to be built. I want to say it in advance, thank you. Oh, she's going to get it, I think. She knows where it is. It was more that I didn't want to handle it, not that I didn't want to go get it. Yeah, so we're going to be building some birds and some flowers tomorrow at 8 p.m. on her channel. I am a very professional streamer who does not do their birthday stream on their own channel. Such is the way of the world. I've enabled affiliate today, as you've all seen, which is a huge milestone in streaming. I had been dragging my feet about it for quite a while, but it seems like it's worth it because you people will enjoy hitting me with shit. Alright, I'm touching the box with my grubby hands. This is what we will be building tomorrow on stream. I think this will probably take me about 30 minutes, based on how fast I was able to build the tiger, but maybe by the power of collaboration we can make it take 2 hours instead. Yeah. Oh, my IRL and vtuber birthdays. Yeah. It's if my birthday weren't a holiday, I wouldn't make anything of it, but everything always lines up. Hashtag semi-pro. What was I getting at? Hold on, I need to get some water. My throat is becoming irritable. Yeah, okay, so what I was getting at was I could either pivot over to playing a game. I've got my Switch plugged in right now. I could play like Sonic Mania and shoot the shit about how much I love Sonic. Very self-indulgent. Or I could just keep trying to talk for another hour and a half. Or, hour. Not hour and a half. We've done the half-hour part. Or the third option is I let this dough only rise for, like, 30 minutes instead of 90 minutes. Which you could do. You can get this ready to go at any time. It does not need to go the full 90. Does anyone have any preferences of what they'd like to do? I'm happy to keep talking. As long as people are happy to listen to me. What's it like being a Valentine's boy? It's pretty much like what you'd expect, where you call to work and you're like, oh yeah, Monday's my birthday, so I'm taking off. And they're like, almost a Valentine's boy. And then I'm like, no, actually it is that day. Cool, haha, great. It's not like a huge holiday. It's better than being a Christmas baby, I think, because then either your birthday or Christmas overshadows the other, which is no fun. But it's like a minor holiday, so it's all right. You should choose. It's your birthday. You should choose. That's fair. But there's so much to talk about. I feel like. I'm crazy. I'm fucking crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna pivot over to Sonic Mania. I want to play Sonic. It's my birthday. I get to play Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, that game is really short, so it should be doable in a brief amount of time. Mostly, I just want to show off.
Completed the long migration. I'm here. I'm alive. Okay. So what we can do is we have our DSLR. We're gonna switch over to the timer. There we go. Which Oh. Bon is trying to tell me how long I need to set the timer to. I know instinctively. 50 minutes. There we go, and then I can go to my games capture, 16:9. Stop it! Alright. Cease this. I've been playing a ton of Pokemon. That's not what we'll be playing today. Close that. And then lastly, stop. There we go, turn off my... Alright, you guys are having a lot of fun, that's fine. Who that is? The Crypt... Oh, holy shit. The Cryptid Coven. Thank you for the substantial raid. You're just in time. I really appreciate it. Let me know how the audio levels are. That's probably a bit too loud. I think it's loud to me. Game is loud. Great. There we go. My mistake. There you go. Better, right? Thank you. Yeah. So thanks for the raid. Okay. Yeah. Today is a big day for me. It's the day before my birthday. My birthday is tomorrow, Valentine's Day, which is exciting. I have enabled affiliate for the first time ever, so I get this wonderful Skeletom 118 Give Pizza emote, which is the best emote that there's ever been. And I'm making a dessert pizza today, which is what PIZZATSUDAN is all about. You guys came in halfway through. I just finished making all the ingredients. We've got the dough cam, and the mic audio is still a little low. I can't make my microphone any louder, so I just have to make the game quieter. There we go. Thank you, ISV. ISV paid money for this? I appreciate it. That's gotta be better, right? I cannot make the game much quieter, and I cannot make my microphone any louder. I'm trying my best out here. Alright. Let's go. Thank you, Nana. Cool. Alright. What do I want to do? Right. 1 month at a time. It's great. We just keep giving the same, like, $250 back. And Amazon gets a cut every time. What am I doing? Video capture. Boom. I like, derailed myself, my train of thought, like 5 times. Thank you. the 50% Jeff tax. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. So... I'm gonna play Blue Sphere. Thank you for the gift subs, I appreciate it. So yeah, you guys are joining me for PIZZATSUDAN. It is a stream I do every other week, where I make a pizza, shoot the shit. It's a Zatsudan, it's a pizza making stream. It's a VTuber with a hand cam. Thank you so much, by the way, Bon, for your 5 gift subs. This is far from an optimal Blue Sphere run, but I haven't played this game in quite a while. I will say this is my favorite special stage in all of Sonic, though. Just get Blue Sphere. I agree that my taste in special stages is laughable, though. Oop. Whoops, my bad. I fucked it up. In about, like, let's see. What is it? 46 minutes we're gonna get back in the kitchen for the people who are new to this. And I'm gonna get back to making a dessert pizza, which is a cinnamon roll variation of the traditional pizza, I guess, recipe that I make. And I'm stoked for it because I've seen testimonials already that it comes out quite good. But what else has been going on in the realm of Skeletom, you might ask? I say trying to maybe Blue Sphere is not a good... Requires too much brain power. Let's do normal Sonic Mania. New game. I already said there's code you can put in. If you put Sonic 1 into Sonic and Knuckles, just put... Yeah. Okay, so a cool thing... What the hell is going on here? It's like Knuckles and Knuckles? Is that what happens if you play as Knuckles? Do I have 2 Knuckles here? What happened? Why are there 2 of me? What hell have I wrought here? It's like and Knuckles mode. But I am Knuckles. Interesting. So, yeah. Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles. Denso, the thing you're talking about is, yeah, the Blue Sphere minigame is in Sonic 3. It's the special stage for that. And because Sonic 3 came with, or Sonic and Knuckles, rather, later came as a lock-on, where you could snap another Genesis cartridge in there in order to complete the game. If you put any non-compatible Genesis cartridge in Sonic and Knuckles, it would give you a Blue Sphere stage, and it was a hash based on whatever cartridge you put in it. Kind of like the way Monster Rancher works with its like CD feature on the PS2, where you can put in any CD and you get a unique monster. So there's a very, very large number of Blue Sphere stages that exist, as long as you lock on the game with something else. Yeah, that's how it works. And then there's a bunch built into the game, and so on and so forth. Let's see. Well, I was talking about, okay, so we got the pizza will be ready soon, or ready to be made soon, which is exciting. And then the other major thing, other than it being my birthday and affiliate, is we recently began fostering a cat, which has been basically my entire life for the past week. One of our friends is having a difficult time with their housing situation. They needed to move very abruptly, and so we needed to come into place to foster their cat for about a month until a more permanent solution can be found. And we have a tortoise, as a lot of people know, which is great because tortoises don't require a lot of care or a lot of attention. Well, I'm just fucking this up all over the place. But the cat requires quite a lot of attention. Kitty indeed. Yeah, so it's been a learning experience. It's the polar opposite of the minimal attention required tortoise. The cat needs attention at all hours of the day, especially at night. Tortoises, God bless, are diurnal, but cats are nocturnal, so it's a lot. Alright, great special stage. This is like a riff on Sonic CD's 3D special stage, but it's actually 3D this time. So, it's cool. You gotta keep getting rings to not time out. And you gotta get blue sphere to get more speed, and eventually catch up to the UFO. That's how these work. I will probably fail this one, however. Mode 7 3D. Oh, fuck. Got distracted. Reading the chat. Driving while distracted. Driving Knuckles the Echidna while distracted. Right, I have plenty of rings. I just need to get blue sphere. I personally think the stage looks really good, though. I'm a big fan. Though I honestly really like the Sonic CD ones, if I'm being totally frank. Oh, jeez. Knuckles handles like shit, though. He's just very, very drift. He's prone to drifting, which is a weird thing to have happen when you're using your own legs. Alright, there we go. Speed boost. Eventually I'll catch this thing and get my Chaos Emerald. Let's see. Gotcha. Rodea, hello. No, you're not too late at all. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You're gonna get a shout out also. Let's see. So, Rodea. There we go. Last scene engaging in just chatting. Yeah. So you're not too late at all. I'm waiting for the dough to rise, as you can see at the bottom of my screen here. I'm playing fucking Sonic Mania while I'm waiting for that because I got nothing better to do. Yeah. Pizza dough will be ready in about 40 minutes, as we can see. It's going to be a cinnamon roll pizza this time, so instead of the traditional marinara sauce and mozzarella, we have a cinnamon spread and a cream cheese glaze that I'll be putting on it, so that's fun. I anticipate the delivery. I've heard that it's good from people who've already made it. And that's pretty much, like, the big news. I've also enabled affiliate for the first time today, so I've got channel point redeems that people have been going ham with. There's a one singular quality emote that you can get. You can also unlock it with channel points, so please don't pay money for it. It's not worth giving money to Amazon, I promise you, but it is there. And I'm looking forward to the future of being able to come up with dumb shit to do for my channel points. I want more redeems. Right now I've got the one where you can huck something at my skull, a very popular one, because people have it out for me. I've got the laugh track, and then the 1500 point one that nobody can afford yet is being able to recommend a awful topping for me to put on my next pizza at next PIZZATSUDAN. There you go. That's the one. Skeletom 188, give pizza. Come on. Combo. Oops. I don't know what I was thinking there. There we go. We've done it. We've accomplished a single stage of this game. I still don't know what I did to make it Knuckles and Knuckles. It's very disorienting. Oh. Shouldn't have done that. Use the zipline like God intended to get to the same place I already was. Perfect. I've been watching, there's a streamer for Sundaria who's been going through the 2D Sonic games, and I've been really enjoying that. She just finished Sonic 3 and then did Sonic CD for the first time blind, and it's cool to see somebody who's never played that game do it, because Sonic CD is very different than a lot of the other 2D Sonic games, which is to say it's all exploration based. It's not so much about getting to the goal as fast as possible, because for those who aren't familiar, Sonic CD's whole gimmick is there's a time travel element where you can go back in time to a stage, or at the stage you're in, or you can go to the future of the stage, and the third act is always the future, and you have 2 acts to make the future good. And the way to do that is to go back in time and destroy the roboticizer in the past. So just getting to the goal is not actually useful, because you'll still have the bad future. You need to run around the stage that you're in until you're able to find a way to go to the past and destroy the roboticizer. And it's like completely different than the other game that was being developed alongside it, which was Sonic 2. They're like very interesting in that regard. And then Sonic 3 is just more of the same, where it's Sonic 2 again, but better. Or, like, I don't know, Sonic 3, or Sonic CD kind of punishes speed in that regard, I think, because you end up with a harder boss fight at the end. Oh, fuck. Slow reactions today. Oh well. Do I get to try again? I get to try again. And then, we don't talk about Sonic 4. Sonic 4 doesn't exist. And then you get the 3D Sonic games after 3 and CD. And those, I've decided in my old age now, as every year I get older, I think Sonic is cooler and cooler, basically. I don't know what switch flipped in my brain that made me decide that Sonic the Hedgehog is just the coolest franchise now, but that's how it works. I am old now, and I think Sonic the Hedgehog is just as cool as it gets. There's something seriously wrong with me in that regard. I will probably stream Sonic Adventure at some point in the distant future. But like, I didn't have a Dreamcast. I didn't play the Sonic Adventure games until somewhat recently. They're not my childhood. The Sonic 2D games are, because I had a Game Gear as a kid. If you can believe that. My dad bought it for train rides for when he had to go on business trips, and I inherited it. But I didn't have a Game Gear or a Dreamcast. Oh jeez. Come on. This can't be the only way. I'll never get through this. Nope, ain't happening. There we go. So I actually have fond nostalgia for, like, Sonic 2 for the Game Gear edition, which is a completely different game, if you can believe that. I don't know why it's called Sonic 2. It's different stages, different plot. This is gonna get too fast for me in a second. Yep, there we go. Fucked up. Our favorite Speedy Hedgehog, yeah. Like, I don't know, I've just decided, as of, like, circa 2020, that Sonic the Hedgehog is the coolest franchise. Anytime any streamer streams Sonic Adventure, I go absolutely ham. Like, Selen has done it. Selen from Niji Sanji. Loved that. I think Korone was going to at one point, because she was on a big Sonic kick. I don't know if she actually has. Izvi, I partially blame for getting me really back into this, because she streamed this game a bunch, and I was like, damn, it holds up exactly as well as I remember. I have fond memories of this game, and I love seeing people play it. And now I'm just on a Sonic kick. I can't wait for Sonic Frontier to come out, whenever that's due out next year. Oh, it's because it's the second Sonic for the Game Gear. I mean, you're not wrong. But, yeah, it's weird. In that one, like, Tails gets kidnapped, and if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds, the ending credit sequence is Sonic looking up at the sky and seeing Tails' face, like, in a constellation, implying that he died, which is wild. Just a wild thing to do. But the problem with the Sonic Game Gear games is that, unlike this one presented in beautiful 16:9 widescreen, the Sonic Game Gear games are on a screen the size of a postage stamp, and you're running exactly as fast. So you just hit things that you can't see from off-screen, and die. Enemies will just hit you faster than you can possibly react. There's no lead-up time. You're just too fast. The screen is too small. It's a very suboptimal gaming experience. But we've since improved it, and we have Mania here, which is the best fucking game that they've made in the franchise in a long time, and everything is good now. It's a Sonic Renaissance. Actually, the Sonic game I really want to stream the most is Sonic Unleashed, but I have to see if my PS3 will cooperate and allow me to actually stream off of it, because streaming off of a PS3 is a blow-up, and I don't want to have to buy a new Xbox to play it at 60 frames per second. Bringing up the unofficial... Okay, yeah, that's fair. There are ports of it. That would work. I actually am curious if a Game Gear Sonic game would hold up if we just fixed the widescreen aspect. I kind of doubt it. It's probably still a bad game otherwise. But only one way to find out. I should try playing them sometime. I don't know why I'm getting the rings. I'm not going for a perfect here. There's no way. I'm gonna fuck it up at the last second. Where are you? we go. Ah! Hit the button too many times. I'm choking. I'm usually so good at this. Most of the Game Gear Sonic games have Master System versions which run at higher resolution. That is true. That is absolutely true. I should try those ports. Wait, who brought up Ken Penders? Hold on, what? Why are we talking about Ken Penders? Ken Penders is the guy who came up with all the Echidna lore in the Sonic comics. He's an absolute clown, and he believes he invented the concept of Echidnas and society, and therefore he invented Echidna Society. Dude's crazy. He had like a whole legal battle. Oh wait, I can't do that. That's right. With Sega, and Sega was basically like, yeah, you can keep the characters. We're not gonna miss them. Ken is absolutely like off his shit, deranged. It's very funny. He invented, among other characters, Knuckles' dad, Dimitri, and Knuckles' wife, Lara Sue, and he continues to write comics about them because, again, he believes he invented Echidnas. Yeah, he's a writer. Yeah. But, ooh, shit. I am struggling here. I forgot the trick for this guy. Oh. The boy is struggling. Rings, please. There we go. Just in time. Larasu is getting a book that will never get made. Yo, he split that flower in fucking half. Damn. Damn. There we go. No, he didn't invent Tycal. He didn't have anything to do with the Sonic Adventure games, which also feature Echidna Society. He only had to do with the Echidna Society as depicted in the Sonic Archie comics. So, like, he didn't invent Tycal. Sega still owns Tycal. He just invented all these other Echidnas, and then got really uppity about it when they told him to, like, stop, I think. I forget exactly why there was a split. I think he wanted to do more with his characters. I don't know. It's not important. Point is, he no longer writes for Sega, and he took them to court for some reason. And Sega was like, yeah, you can have this, it's not worth fighting about this. And so that's why we no longer have the weird Knuckles Echidna family in the Sonic comics. The list of characters he invented, though, it's a very long list of dubious quality. Yeah. No, yeah, he definitely won. Like, he definitely won his court case. As I said, Sega was more or less deciding that it was simply not worth it to battle him. He can keep his characters, and my editorializing is, because we won't miss them. Like, yeah, you can have them. Go play in your own sandbox, it's fine. We've got bigger fish to fry. But that's just my opinion. But now we get, what is actually the latest state of Sonic lore? I don't know what the comics are up to these days. I know they tried the reboot with Sonic Boom, and that didn't go well either for different reasons. Oh, I'm dying here. I'm getting juggled. Yep. Really good theme. I think the Act 2 for this has a leitmotif that they use in Metallic Madness from a Sonic CD, which is quite cool. I think it's Act 2 and not this one. Oh, another great Sonic news, speaking of the cartoons. The Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, what is it? I think it colloquialized as Sat AM, Sonic Adventure AM. The one with Jaleel White as the voice of Sonic recently got licensed by Discotech, beloved anime licensors, rescuers of old crap, Discotech, and is getting a full re-release in standard def on Blu-ray, I think this month. So if you've ever wanted to relive all the iconic moments where Robotnik says weird shit to Scratch and Grounder, or whatever floats your boat, you can, because they've finally brought the show to the highest resolution it'll ever look. The original HD masters don't exist, but they have it in SD on Blu-ray, so you can get all the episodes on one disc. Yeah, it's great. Great. What's the trick for this guy? How do I avoid his water attack? Okay. Don't know how to move fast enough to dodge that. Oh, there we go. Easy. Yeah, I have no idea what the current state of the comics are, though. It's just a big mystery. Yeah, okay, so this version of the theme has a leitmotif from Metallic Madness. I'll see if I can call it when it happens, if I don't have a big audio delay. Oops. Now I'm just like waiting to see if I can call the, oops, shit, I should have used the spring. The leitmotif. That's another one of my favorite things about the Sonic franchise. Obviously the music is very good, but they do a lot of, like, themes and stuff, which is quite good. Like, characters have themes. It's here. Yeah, so the stinger there is from the final stage of Sonic CD. Like, as Bad Future is happening and the world becomes industrialized like this stage. Very cool. The composer for this game, T. Lopez, I think is the guy's name. Really, really big fan. It's a case of hiring fans being genuinely very good for your product. Dude knows exactly what people want, knows all about Sonic's history, how stages mesh together, and things like that. It's great. Yeah, so, Gate, I'm thinking the Blu-ray Standard Def edition of the Sonic cartoon is going to usher in a, like, brand new era of YouTube poop, where people have it in higher res than ever before. You know nothing but genuine love and respect is put into the game. Yeah, it's great. He did such a good job with the soundtrack. Every track is a gem. Can I clear a single blue sphere stage before I have to go finish making pizza? I shouldn't go for all the rings, it's just wasting time. And time is precious on these. I say and I continue to get the rings anyway. I'm in hyper-focus mode now. I feel like these are also the harder blue sphere stages than what I did on the Sonic playthrough. Because I have enough medals on this, which is to say I have enough perfect clears to unlock every... Oh, fuck. Well... I was lucky. I have enough medals for completing these that I've unlocked every extra in this game. So I have the stars to prove that I know how to play this. But these are difficult. I wonder if Knuckles and Knuckles mode is, like, harder. I'm also just, like, not seeing where the blue spheres are. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, God. Well, I'm going too fast now. So much for that. Ah, fuck. Yeah, perfect. Gate, I will pass your thanks along when she gets back to her desk. She is currently tending to the aforementioned cat, who is now, as they say, out of the bag. She's playing with the cat with a rope on a string. The best toy ever invented. Oh wait, we want to go this way? Oh, okay. I guess we do want to go this way. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, shit. These guys always got me. So my first experience playing Sonic 2, which this stage is from, was from the, I had a Windows 95 port of it on a CD that came with Sonic 3 and I think also Sonic CD. And I never understood how you were supposed to beat those spiders as a child, because they would just grab you and then you'd just die. And it's not like you can control tails, so what are you going to do? Now I see that you just gotta jump when you get near them and they can't grab you. But little me, who played this game when he was like, what, 10? Could not understand. My 10-year-old mental faculties just weren't there. Blue sphere, let's go, I gotta keep failing. Wait, Gate, what's a force of habit? Holy shit, how, like, I feel like the Knuckles versions of these Blue Sphere stages have to be more difficult than the ones I've currently played up until now, because these just seem way out of whack. Or, sorry, not Gate. Densuo, what's force of habit? I keep getting you guys confused because you both have the dark blue Twitch name, and I'm on dark mode. Very bad UX. Twitch needs to put like a background. Oh, yeah. Getting the ring is like what I'm doing right now is a force of habit. Because you want a perfect. I apologize, I continually get you guys confused. You have the same number of letters in your name, so the name length is the same. I'm just not able to read the names because my eyes are not very good. Oh, wait, I can do this one. Famous last words. What the fuck? This has to be doable. Where a blue sphere? I'm just running it a straight line, huh? Where a blue sphere? Where? Where a blue sphere? I'm so confused. I was so sure I could do this one. I'm so lost. How is this possible? Well, this is about as fast as you'll ever see the stage go. I'm so lost. I have no idea. But I wonder how fast I can get this to go. I saw a really good video recently of this song. There's this guy, 8-Bit Drummer, on this wonderful platform we call Twitch.tv, and he did a drum cover of this song, doing the incremental step up as the game desires on drum, and I think he did it for about 10 minutes, which I did not know you could do. I have no idea where these 9 blue spheres are, but I refuse to tap out. I don't see any other direction I can go that I haven't gone already, though. So I may have made this impossible for myself. Like, there's the side paths that I have gone down. Does it get any faster or have I, like, hit the max speed cap? Oh! Ah! Oh well. I fucked up so bad. Oh well. I choked. Thank you. I choked. That's what I get. I thought I went down every path, but I guess not. It's fine. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. It's fine. Oh, hell yeah, okay. So now I'm joining the esteemed, like, rapport of VTubers who stream Puyo Puyo. Do I try and set up a combo on this guy, or do I just actually, like, play the game as they want me to here? Like, I should try and set up a chain, right? Let's see. What chain could I possibly set up? It might not be possible. Do 3 chain, right? Style on this fucking boss. Might not be possible. I'm probably getting, as they say, cocky here. Alright, that would be good. Oh wait, here we go. 2 chain. Oh wait, no, that's not a chain. Shit, I can't count. Whatever. But Puyo Puyo has been a hot topic among VTubers lately. I've seen quite a lot of people play Puyo Puyo. I don't know why it's suddenly in the collective consciousness, but people like it. It's a good game. Yeah, Knuckles 2 just providing after images for Knuckles Prime. I've made this so much more difficult for myself than I needed to. If I just, like, played the game as intended, I would have already won. But I'm, like, trying to get cute and set up chains, because that's what pros do. And I'm, failing at it. Quite spectacularly. Please, no. No! I needed that. Alright, I'm fucked. I got too cute. Trying to play Puyo Puyo here. Like a real motherfucker. Yup. It's over. I got cute. Izzy, I know how you feel when you were fighting fucking Wispy Woods now. Oh well, there's literally no way I can come back from this. I don't think. Unless he just, like, decides to game over himself. I will say big ups to them for putting an entire game of Puyo Puyo in Sonic Mania, though. You can. I don't think so. He's just gonna keep dumping garbage on me. Oh, fuck. There we go. It's something, but he's gonna dump more garbage on me. No chains. Wait, that's a chain. 2 chain. The first chain I've actually done all game. Oh, cool. He timed himself out. Clown was playing worse than I was, I guess. That's fine. Great boss fight. I love that that's just a boss fight in this game. They just put Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine as a boss, because why not? Sure. There we go. Alright, one of the new stages with a truly impeccable soundtrack. Actually, show of hands. Who here in the chat has or hasn't played Sonic Mania? I'm interested to know if this is like people's first experiencing this game, or if everybody's seen this before. Because this game came out in 2017, I think? I hadn't. Oh. Never played or heard of it before. Ricky, I envy your ability to just be like off the grid. It's really genuinely cool. Okay, so Sonic Mania here is essentially like Sonic 4. There is a game called Sonic 4 that's not this. This is much better. This was made for, I think, an anniversary of some sort. I don't remember which one. I guess Sonic would have been 25 in 2017 when this game came out. And this game was made for the fans, by the fans. Sega did the thing that every meme says, where it's like, Sega hired this man, and they hired a bunch of people who made fan games, and they used the engine that they made the fan games with. Oh shit. Should've known that would hurt. And they made Sonic Mania, which is a homage to all of the greatest hits from Sonic's 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and CD. So there's a couple of new stages. The ones that we just did so far, Green Hill and Chemical Plant, are stages 1 and 2 of Sonic 1 and 2, respectively. And then this one's brand new to this game. Stage 4, I think, is back to Sonic 3, I think. I forgot what the 4th stage here is. I think it's Sky Sanctuary, but I don't remember. Oh, wait, no, Sky Sanctuary is in Generations. I don't know. Stardust Speedway, maybe? It's Sonic CD. Anyways, basically it's a love letter to the earlier Sonic games. It's very good. As I was mentioning, the guy who did the music is a big fan. The programmers are all big fans. It's just, it's very pretty. Okay, don't want to hit the Robotnik box. There's a big billboard for eggnog in the background. That's fun. Also, with regards to living in a swamp, so do I, so do Bon and I. It's great. Get to take the tortoise outside all the time. Oop, nobody bothers us. Get to be like Shrek. There we go. The billboard for Club Spin in the background there is a reference to the, like, members club that you could be a part of back in the day for Sega. You get, like, rewards and whatever. They did, like, CDs and stuff that you could buy. Egg TV. Not a reference to anything. But it is what it is. Alright, can I do a blue sphere? I got 12 minutes left before I have to go actually finish making pizza. Can I complete a blue sphere level successfully before I have to go and finish my duty? Stop getting rings. Why am I doing this? They're not important. So the blue sphere special stage here is from Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles. They just ported it wholesale because it's very good. It's a very engaging game in and of itself. As somebody else in the chat earlier pointed out, there's a way to programmatically generate new levels for this using the lock-on technology of the old cartridges, which is fun. I think, yeah, like, with Sonic 1 and Sonic & Knuckles, which were not compatible, I believe you could just get like 1,000 levels of Blue Sphere, which is exactly what every gamer wants. And I'm frankly surprised I haven't seen an indie game that's just like this, but the entire game. Oh, I fucked myself again. Going too fast. Unless there is a version of this that is just... Oh, there we go. Not understanding the spheres or to the ring mechanic and thinking the spheres turn into rings sometimes. Yeah. Things happen arbitrarily, right? Can I look up? Yeah, there we go. Quality. Solid sprite animation here. So I think the lore-wise, this stage is like Eggman's propaganda news station, or like television network. Because, as always, his goal is world domination, etc., etc. So I think that's why there's like a TV studio as one of the stages. And why it's all Egg TV. It's very charming. Eggman propaganda, yeah? I mean, I think... So part of my big infatuation with Sonic lately is that I think he's just... aside from the franchise being very cool and the music always being very good, I think Eggman is a very good character. His character design is like top-notch. I think he's just well-written, generally speaking. It's certainly more engaging than a Bowser type who just does kidnappings. Oh, shit, I did not realize that those were dangerous. I'm a fraud. At least I got my life first. Eggman is usually, like, at least somewhat charming in his depiction. And, is often more of an anti-hero than an actual enemy. Kind of like Shadow. There we go. Alright, boss fight time. So this guy's gonna shoot missiles at me, and I have to jump on the blue one. And that will spin it back at him. But it's hard to jump on only the blue one, and not the other one, like that. I have fucked up, and now I have no rings. I will die. Yup, there we go. Yeah, in Sonic Adventure 2, he's great, right? Like, he's more down-to-earth than the typical mad scientist thing, which is fun. His writing in, like, the Sonic Boom cartoon is very fun, and then in the comics he's great. So I just think overall it's, like, a fun character design, and I think he's engaging to have, like, stories for. The most you ever get with, like, Mario is Bowser will, like, sometimes be, like, a good guy, like we see in, Odyssey, where you have, like, a moment of camaraderie with Bowser and you fight together. But, like, he doesn't really get, like, lore. The writing's not great. And I don't know what Dr. Wily's deal is in Mega Man. He's like the closest comparison. And in fact, the two have teamed up before in some of the comics. There have been like a Wily Eggman team up. That was in the Genesis arc, where they unleashed the Genesis wave to reset the comic timeline to be in parity with the games. I need some rings really fucking bad. There we go. I have not seen the Sonic movies yet, but I really want to now. The Sonic movie came out. Sonic 1 movie came out right before the lockdown hit, so I stopped going to theaters. The very last movie I saw in theaters was Charles Counterattack in December of 2019, I think. I don't think I've seen a movie in theaters since then. But I've not seen the Sonic movie 1. Sonic movie 2 looks better because it looks like it leans more into the goofy nonsense of like the zones. Oh, I don't get another ring. This is it. I lose. Yep, there's no way. Knuckles is very bad at this stage because he doesn't go very fast. So fortunately we saw Char's counterattack though, because if it were not for that, the last movie I would have seen in theaters would be Cats, which Bond made me go drive her to because she wanted to go drinking while seeing it, and so she couldn't drive herself. And the theater that I drove her to had a bar, so she got to experience Cats the movie 2019 drunk. I had to sit through it stone cold sober, which just sucked. It's such a bad movie, gang. It's such a bad movie. Like, everything you've heard about it being awful is true, and more. It's so fucking bad. Yeah, but you got to be buzzed, which was nice. So it was all worth it. The things we do for love, right? It is, it's fine. I don't actually mind that much. I got to live tweet it, so that's, you know, fun. Everybody else is like, damn, you're crazy. Shit, I need rings. I keep doing that. The stage is so hard as Knuckles. Yep. Oh, fuck. If you ever glide, it's just a death sentence. Yeah, Cats the CGI one. Cats 2019. Yeah, Knuckles is very... Well, so the thing is, I can't just run... I can run straight ahead, but you can see, like, missiles are coming, right? And as soon as you jump, you lose all of your momentum. And I'm trying to not get hit by the other red ones. You can only hit the blue one. So being all the way to the left side of the screen is not great, but if you jump, you, like, go back quite a bit. I'm also playing suboptimally. Like, I'm definitely not playing well. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. Oh, that's bad. There we go. Please, spare me. Nope. Okay, cool. Do I get another ring? Yes. It's fine. It's all ploy for me to do this game for this stage for longer, so you can hear the music. Oops. There we go. Please, is that it? No. Yes. Is that it? Do I get any more rings? Please? Oh no. I'm so bad at this, guys. It's easier with Sonic, I promise. Ah, fuck. Didn't jump in time. Oh well. Music is really good, though. I'll do better this time. Doesn't take me right to the end of time spent playing games, and we can get back to making the pizza. Ah, shit, I should have preheat the oven. Fuck, shit. Bond, can you go preheat the oven to 400? Fuck. Yeah, okay, so now would be a good time for those baking along at home to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, if capable. Thank God I have a sous chef. And I have a chat routine that lets you guys punish me every time I fuck up. Did that one go through? I feel like the thwack didn't actually hit. Did it stop working? Oh no, there's I just can't hear it over the game. Okay, that's fine. Looks like it's still working. Good. Excellent. Cool, 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 okay. The game is very loud in my ear, so I couldn't hear the hollow thwack. I could feel it, though. This got haptic feedback. That's another thing I didn't tell you about. It's tied into a VR headset I have, which actually administers a blunt force to my skull every time you guys redeem that for 1 point. Aw, fuck. It's not meant to be. I can't beat this stage. Fuck me. Yo, nice. Like, like, a living Pokedex, like, captured them all? Or you mean you've seen all of them? That's quite good. I'm nowhere near a full Pokedex in Arceus. Everybody redeems the Skull Bonk. They love it so much. This is just my life now. I have to live with being hit in the head non-stop. I mean, it's not a circle. Also, you don't have a choice. Like, there's no way to not grab the rings in the loop-to-loop. But we're not going in a circuit. It's just a linear stage. It only does the interstitial every time you get a hit on the boss. Ordinarily, I'd agree, yes. If this were like an arena, you'd be absolutely right. There we go. Really? You have to catch them all for the last mission? Shit. That sounds quite difficult. Wait, cope graffiti? Is it cope? That's funny. I didn't notice that. Cope and seethe. Me right now. I see eggnog. I, as you might have guessed, have not been paying enough attention to the background to notice it say cope. There we go. Oh, the spin. Or is this the start of the level? Oh, on the train. I see. I wonder if that's a reference to. I don't know. Everything's a reference, right? Because it's a like a work of fandom here. I don't know what cope would be a reference to, but I'm coping right now. Shit. I've lost my rings. Shit. I'm really not gonna do it. Oh wait, I'm gonna do it. Nice. Where'd the train go? Perfect. I'm gonna say that takes us close enough to time, because I don't think I can beat the next stage in 27 seconds, as much as I'd like to try. Or I can go overtime. Oh right, that was only Act 1, shit. Yeah, we're gonna say that brings us to time. But I need to, before I go back into the kitchen, I need to prove my gamer credentials. Shut up, timer. You guys don't hear it this time, finally. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Alright, I need to prove my gamer credentials. I'm going to extras here. You see those medals? All the ones that are silver and gold? Each one of those represents a completed stage of Blue Sphere. Because I can do that. I'm very good at Blue Sphere. The gold ones represent perfect, where I got all the rings too. I need to prove it. Hold on, I gotta do one more. Going back in. I immediately regret my decision. Oh, that should be a chat. Yeah, so, okay, fuck that. Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna go finish making pizza. I will catch you guys back in the kitchen in one moment. There we go, back up with that. Pop that back up. And lastly, relaxing BGM. Alright, I will catch you all in the kitchen in a moment.
Alright, I should be... Oh, and I do not have my face tracking. Of course, I forgot my face. There we go. Alright, we should be all set now. Hopefully you can hear me, I think. Should be audible. We can finally finish the fight here and make this fucking pizza. Thank you, thank you. Alright, cool. So, we've got our three pillars of the pizza. We've got the dough, as every pizza has. Thank you, thank you. We've got the dough, we've got the cinnamon spread, and we've got the glaze. I'll probably run the glaze through the microwave before I try and spread it, but it should be good either way. So we will begin with the dough. As with the traditional, normal tomato-type pizza, we will be move all of my pizza weapons. We'll be taking the peel, the pizza peel, fabled shield to my sword, the pizza peel, and we will be covering it in a fuck ton of flour, just as much flour as you think you can possibly get on this thing. Because if the dough sticks to the peel, you are sunk. It is such a pain in the ass to get this off the peel if it sticks. You want this really floured up. Get flour all over here. You do not want that dough sticking to this peel whatsoever. It will not slide out easily. It will be a pain. So we're going to take our dough. Yeah, this came out great, actually. It's a little clingy. I probably should have oiled the bowl it was sitting in, but it'll be fine. We take this, we get flour all over it, and I can toss this bowl aside now. And we just get flour all over this, because we do not want it to stick to any other surfaces. Boom, boom, boom. We can then take our pizza sword, slice this in half, because we've made enough dough for 2 pies. So take this in half and throw it aside. Let's use this one so far. Make sure it's thoroughly floured up, and then put even more flour on once you're done. You want there to be flour even after you've achieved maximum flour saturation. And the way you stretch these, you let gravity do most of the work. You want to drape this over your knuckles and allow gravity to do the heavy lifting to stretch this out into more of a circle. Shape doesn't really matter for a homemade pizza. Like the mythos of a circular pizza is pretty much just for like fast food pizza. People think it looks pretty, but you certainly don't need it to be that way. So don't feel obligated to make it into a circle. If you're really good at tossing it, which I'm going to attempt to do here like that, you can get it to be a circle a little bit more easily thanks to centripetal force. But there's no need to force it to be a circle. I will in fact probably be making this one to the shape of a heart today, as is the way with the holiday. So once you've draped it over your knuckles a bunch, you're going to want to spread this nice and thin. I don't have like a size for this to be. I don't have a measurement. I eyeball it every time. And then you're going to want to also hammer it to get any air bubbles out of the way. Heart pizza. Ooh. Yeah, you had one of those, I'm assuming from... Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it's from your local pizza mom and pop shop, local pizzeria. I know Domino's was making heart-shaped pizzas as like a promotion. A couple people on the timeline have been talking about that. Domino's does not deliver here. I've been over this a couple times. I am in a place so out of the way that Domino's does not deliver to me, which is just a huge tragedy, because sometimes you really crave that 2 a.m. Garbo pizza. Domino's, if you're listening, please deliver to my address. And also your pizza's not garbage, it's just, it has the cheap flavor, much in the same way that McDonald's does. Which is not bad, it's just an acquired taste. Yeah. 2 a.m. Garbo pizza. Like, it's definitely a nostalgic flavor from college, because I used to get that all the time, because they were the only place that would deliver to starving old college student Skeletom at, like, 2 a.m. in the robotics lab, when you needed it most. How am I going to make this into the shape of a heart? How do I solve this problem? I've definitely had some good heart-shaped pizzas before. This is not going to be one of them. This is going to be a disaster. The shape is always the hardest part, especially with gloves. If you're doing this with your bare hands, I think it's genuinely easier. But I'm trying to avoid that today, because I've got a lot of stuff I need to touch, dough and otherwise. Let's see. Almost a heart shape. Flavor hits differently at night. Exactly. But they don't deliver here, which is a tragedy, because sometimes you count on it, and it's just not there when you need it. Making Birth-entines-iversary. Yeah, I mean, like, you've seen my attempts to make a circle before go awry. I'm gonna not even shoot for a circle this time. We're just gonna go straight for a heart. Shoot straight in the heart. Birth-entines heart. There we go. Kind of like that. Should be a point in the center. Still want this to be nice and flat, though. Even though I'm like lumping this together, I'm gonna need to press it back out because this will rise quite a lot in the oven, even at the lower temperature, which is, by the way, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You're still gonna want this to be nice and flat, because it will rise quite a bit. Kind of a narrow heart, but that's fine. So is mine. Looking like a hearty snack. Somebody redeem that laugh track. Cadenza's going off in the chat here. Boom, 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 boom. And press the center in more. You can have the edges rise up. It's fine. Actually getting this into the shape of a heart is harder than I anticipated, because we were able to do it so effortlessly last time. Thank you for redeeming the laugh track. Not just for me, it's from people in the chat are funny also. Remember, it's for all of us. Streaming is for all of us. That's probably sufficient. It's kind of ugly, kind of long. I could crop this and make this like really small, but no need. Does this? Okay. And so now what I'm doing here is I'm jiggling this around to see if it slides on the peel. Because if I got to this step and it didn't slide on the peel, I would be fucked. It would be very, very bad because I would not be able to get this into the oven. And when I tried to do so, the whole thing would stretch and you lose whatever shape that you're going for. So by jiggling it around like that, I'm able to confirm there is in fact enough flour, providing a amount of like a bearing underneath the dough between that and the pie, or the dough and the peel. So we're good there. Now I will need to try and figure out how the fuck I'm supposed to spread this onto. I feel like this needs more water. I'm not sure. Onto the dough. With sauce, it's very easy, but this I'm not so sure. I think I'm just supposed to like crumple it like this. Might need to melt with the microwave. That's not a bad idea. I think you're probably right, actually. Let me take this all back, pop some of this in a bowl, and put it in the microwave momentarily. It's not supposed to be a drizzle, but it is supposed to be a spread. I'm gonna heat this back up. Take my microwave-safe bowl. Let's try that. Let's give this the old 12 seconds in the microwave. Cook time. 12 seconds. Start. That's probably a good idea. I think the oven is finished preheating also, which is good. Thanks again to my sous chef Bon, who is saving my bacon routinely today. Set up the preheat while I was playing my fucking video game. Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. That I can spread. That's the sauce. You're so smart, Bon. That's why you're my better half, truly. Absolutely. You're so fucking wise. Me floundering around trying to apply a solid chunk of sugar to dough. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to spread this? Huh? You're just out here like, oh, you do it like that. You liquefy it first. Okay, this is looking not bad. I don't know how thickly I'm supposed to coat this. This might be a bit much. I feel like it's supposed to be much like the same with tomato sauce. You don't want it to be completely opaque because that means it's going to be very soggy, and it'll cause the dough to not properly like crisp. So I think I've probably put too much on here, but we'll see if we can spread it out a little bit. That is my first piece of wisdom. There is still some conventional pizza wisdom that translates over, even when you're doing a fucked up dessert pizza like this. Bon supremacy. Yeah. Bon is great. I don't think anybody here doesn't know who Bon is, but Bon is my better half. She is my eternal Valentine, my partner in streaming and life and crime, etc., etc. I will be doing my birthday stream, my actual birthday stream tomorrow on my birthday on her channel, because I'm a very professional streamer who does not do their birthday stream on their own channel. We will be building a Lego set together and having a good old time. That's tomorrow 8 p.m. So you should stick around for that. Go hang out with her and me tomorrow in a wonderful, wonderful off collab. Why am I adding more of this? I just said I laid it on too thick. Yeah. Or I'm gonna cry, LMAO. Cool, yeah. My eternal Valentine bonbons. Okay, I will say this though. I will say, there's this thing in VTubing, right, where you refer to the person who made your model as your mom, right? Like my mama or my papa. You'll hear corporate VTubers and even indies talk about this all the time. Like Rodea, you have 3 moms, for example, right? Which is cool. I'm super down for that kind of arrangement. I think that's fine and everything. You breathe life into a character. That's great. Here's where things get fucky. Dawn is my significant other, is the person who made my model, and she also made her own model. So if we look at the family tree here, Dawn is her own mother. Yes, very cursed VTuber family tree. Dawn is her own mother, and she's also then my mother because she made my model. So she's my VTuber mother. Because we both share the same VTuber mother, her, that makes us siblings. So she's also my sister. And on top of all of that, she is my spouse. So we get the triple threat of just absolutely untenable VTuber family tree here. It's miserable. She is my mother, my sister, and my spouse. Fortunately, none of that's true IRL except for the spouse part. Yeah, it's extremely cursed. But Dawn is very talented. She rigged the model that you see before you. She also illustrated the model that you see before you. She did her own model and rigging, and she does other models on commission, which is very exciting. She's very good at what she does. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. You're going to want to spread this pretty close to the crust. I'm doing a little less so here because I don't quite know how this will behave in the oven. But on a conventional pizza, you're down to get very, very, very close to the crust with the sauce because it will, the crust will rise. So even if there's just a tiny little strip of it, it'll become much bigger in the oven. Yeah, I try not to subscribe to the mom and papa thing for this reason. Yeah, like, I mean, it's whatever. Whatever floats your boat. I don't do it because I don't care. But for other people who do, like, that's totally fine. It's good to give credit where credit is due. Alright, I probably laid this on a bit too thick. It's fine. I'm thinking the glaze goes on after the oven. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna pop this in the oven now. Does this still slide around? Yes. Okay. So I should be able to retain the heart shape even after we get it in the oven. Kind of oblong. Maybe I can do better for the second one. We will see, we will see. Let's try round 2. More flour, and repeat. Second verse, same as the first. We take our other half of dough. No normal pizzas tonight. We're just gonna have fucking messed up cursed pizzas. My gloves have brown sugar all over them. I don't really care, because this is all going on the pizza anyway. If you are particular about that kind of thing, feel free to wash your hands. I won't judge. We once again try and let gravity do some of the work. I'm going to try and stretch this one out a little bit more before I try and shape it and get this a little more circular than the other one, which was very oblong. So again, you're going to let gravity do a lot of the work. You drape it over your knuckles, and gravity will pull down on the opposing side. Just keep rotating it over and over and over again, and you'll eventually get something vaguely circular that's nice and thin. Just make sure not to let it get so thin that it tears, because it will eventually tear itself if you let it go for too long, and that's a pain. This is also kind of difficult to get into a circle because, as we saw, I had the dough and I cut it in half. So this is already like half of a circle by design, or like a half of a rectangle by design. Very hard to get the shape right. This is a bit more circular. This would be good for a traditional pizza. The dough is more thin, which is good. That's an improvement over the previous one. I don't really know an easy way to show that, but you're gonna have to trust me. I can't, like, I guess I can tilt it, kind of. I don't know if you can see how thin it is, but it's pretty thin. The corners are thicker. You're gonna want to press them. Watch out for air bubbles. I'm gonna try heart for this one again too, because it's the theme of the day. I got nothing better to do. or no better ideas rather. Let's see, how can we coalesce this into a heart, if at all? Or maybe I just go for the circle on this one and just be normal. Maybe only one gimmick. Oh, also, once you put it in the oven, it's, as the recipe says at the bottom of the screen, I believe it's 12-ish minutes. It's a cooler temperature than usual, so as not to singe and burn the topping, which is by and large a lot less water-based than tomato sauce, so it won't like evaporate as well. It'll just burn if you get it too hot, so we want to avoid that. But overall, it's a little bit longer in the oven, a little bit less heat. It makes it more economical or more feasible for people who don't have like a super powered oven. I know the actual recommended temperature I give people, which is like 550, is actually higher than the range for a lot of conventional American ovens. So, you know, make of it what you will. Bon, what's your executive decision here? Should I? You get the final call because you're smart. Should I make this into a heart, or do I just go with the circle for this one? What do you think? I'll also leave it up to the chat if anybody has a strong opinion, what they want to see me do. This is a collaborative experience after all. Circle's probably fine. Yeah, I guess we made the one heart already. I just want to have like a really good one. A nice photogenic heart that I can put on the twitter.com. But let's go with a circle. That's fine. So we will repeat the process. I actually have a whole bunch more spread that I can liquefy if I need to. So also, I'm going to layer this on a little less thick. And this is going to be more of a traditional pizza in that regard. You don't want to layer on too thick. If you can't see the dough through the sauce, it's probably too thick. You're going to get swampy. It's going to be very heavy, preventing the dough from rising, and it'll just give too much moisture to the dough while it's in the oven. It's not my birthday yet. Tomorrow is my birthday. We still have like 3 hours until my birthday. There's so much time. Time for activities and shit. Yeah, so this is a little bit better. You can see the dough through the spread, which means that it's not too heavy, and you won't get like a pizza swamp in the center. That's a big pet peeve of mine when I go and have pizza at any old pizzeria. If you've got like the central swamp in the center of your pizza where all the sauce is, and you go and eat it and it just melts, or like drips rather right off, either onto your lap or onto your plate, that's a sign of an amateur pizza. You have to spread the sauce very thinly. It should be like marinating the dough. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't end up with a layer of liquid on top of the dough after you're done. It should be completely seeped through. Merry birthday, Eve. Yeah. It's Birth-entines-iversary. Oh yeah, and then so like as I mentioned in Birth-entines-iversary, it's birthday and Valentine's Day, but it's also my streaming anniversary because this model was my birthday gift from Bon back in 2020, I guess. So I started streaming approximately around my birthday last year as well. This will be my 1 year. Yeah, there should not be a painful lava pool in the center of your pizza. The sauce should not be a separate layer. It should be wholly ingratiated into the dough. If you have some left over, and that's just sitting on the top waiting to be spilled, you have fucked up. But it's okay. It's still edible. It's an edible mistake. Wait, has it been 2 years? Oh, wait, no. Wait, no. There's no way it's been 2 years. I definitely started in... Wait. There's no way. No. It has to... I have to have started in 2021 then. Right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I get my years mixed up. I keep forgetting we're in 2022. Yeah, it's a 1 year anniversary. There's no way I've been doing this for 2 years. There's no way. But I know we got really into... So, like almost everybody else, we got really into VTubing in the wake of HoloLive EN, right? So, I was thinking 2020, but if I got into... That would have been like right after they debuted. We weren't that quick on the draw. We were not that quick on the draw at all. Alright, some more spread. Freshly liquefied by the microwave. I should check on the one in the oven because I did not set a timer, because as is tradition for Italian cooking, you just eyeball it. It's ready when it feels ready. But I have not been keeping an eye on it either. So, I'm laying this on too thick also. Same problem as the last one. It's kind of hard to make this not pick, though. With sauce, it's very easy. With, whatever the fuck this is, the spread, not so much. I want to go all the way to the edges if possible. I definitely could go closer to the edges here, but I'm having a bit of difficulty doing that with this spread. All the way to the edges. It's weird, right? Like, it's interesting with VTubing and stuff like that, where you have, like, that flashbulb memory, right? Where it's like, oh, haha, what's this all about? And then it becomes, like, a huge part of your life. Like, if you're doing a streaming thing, or even if you're not, if you're just a huge fan, it's so weird. Like, it's like, oh yeah, when you look back on it, it's like, that's weird. I used to, like, not know who these characters were, and now I'm like, I'm watching them every day. You know, you have that whole quasi-social dynamic. You know how the industry works. You know the tools work. You're like there and doing it. Tahoe, hello, thank you. Happy Birth-entines-iversary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are almost ready to put this second monstrosity in the oven. This cinnamon roll pizza. Very clearly remember my first Corona stream. Banjo-Kazooie. Oh shit, that's a good one. The first exposure I had to Hololive was probably either Corona playing Doom Eternal, or whatever, the Doom 2016, I guess, or Pekora playing one of the Metal Gear Solid games. And I was like, haha, funny, I enjoy watching these clips. It was probably Pekora Metal Gear Solid. And then shortly after that, I started watching the Coco Kiryu morning show. I was just like, oh shit. There's something here. And Coco had the big benefit of sometimes speaking English that I can understand. So it was a very good, very effective gateway. And that is her legacy, after all, is like very effectively bridging the gap between the Japanese side and English side. I put Picard MGS on while cleaning as a background noise and failed to do any cleaning, yeah. And now all those VODs are fucking lost to the wind because Konami would loathe to have you remember that they used to make good games. Strike that shit from the record. If it were not for that one channel that makes the clips, like, we would have no recollection of this ever. Clippers are the real heroes, is what I'm getting at. But those VODs have been lost. Yeah, they're no longer on Pecora's channel. They haven't been for quite some time. Konami does not want you to know that they used to make good games. They are fucking gone. Cover no longer has permission to stream those games. It's out of here. Yeah. Yeah, it's Peko Subs has the subtitle highlights, and that is all we've got left. Yeah. And then legendary Okay Rat. Great clip. Great clip. How's my cinnamon roll doing? That's interesting. That's probably fine. Looks weird. I don't really know how to approximate if it's done. With normal pizza, you can tell because the cheese will have, like, brown spots, but it won't be completely burnt over. This is already completely brown. I don't know how to know if it's done or not. Yeah, I can't roll my R's either. My tongue is giant. It's, like, too big for my mouth, which is why I sound like this. And I cannot roll my R's or do any kind of cool dexterity with it. But, that's my cross to bear, I suppose. I'm not nearly as talented of an orator as Pecora. Yep. I have to fold my tongue like a slice of pizza to get it to fit into my mouth, which is way more information than you ever wanted to know about me. But it does not fit flat. If it did fit flat, I would bite it every time. Which is, again, why I sound like this. With like a really weird nasal kind of way, because my tongue is just constantly in weird shape. Anyway, so after we watched Pecora and Corone for a little bit, and Coco had started up, shortly thereafter, we get Hololive. Wait, no. Hololive Gen English generation was 2020? Were they September of 2020, really? It must have been, yeah. Okay. Man, my ears are fucked up. Yeah, okay. So then, yeah, we started in 2021, like 3 months after Gen 1 English debuted because we were really smitten. So, you know, we got right in there and it was just like, oh, it's made for us. They picked the exact right timing. Latter half of 2020. I keep thinking they're 2019. No, okay. I got my debut dates wrong. Coco Kiryu was December 2019, right before COVID struck. And the following year was English Generation. And then, yeah, okay, now we're here. So what I'm saying is thank you, Hololive, even though I disagree with a lot of the ways you run your business. You've gotten us all into this, as they say, the rabbit hole. Fittingly named because of how many of us were influenced by Pecora. But we're here now. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the pipeline. I think a lot of people have the same path. You watch Pecora play Metal Gear Solid, you watch Kurone do some highlight reels, they become viral, you get really into it, English comes right at the right time, and you want to do it yourself, and you learn how to do it yourself. That's the rabbit hole. You find the half English meme reviews, and you watch Asakoko, and then Ian comes out. Yup, that's how it works. There's the voice clip I think of for Coco as like one of the formative flashbulb memories I have of Coco Kiryu is very early on in one of her Asakoko things where her genmate Watame overslept for a stream, and Coco in her extremely high-pitched, like nervous, semi-southern accent just says, this just in, stupid fucking sheep oversleeps for her own fucking stream. And I just thought that, I don't know, like, the way it was delivered, it was the funniest thing to me at the time. I guess it's like lowest common denominator humor where it's just like swearing is very funny. But I think about the phrase like stupid fucking blank oversleeps for their own whatever, just delivered in a rushed, panicked way. It's very funny. Clip is definitely available if you look it up. She's great. Or was great before she graduated, and on to bigger and better things, as they say. Yeah, stupid fucking tortoise oversleeps for her own fucking stream. Fortunately, you stream really late, so that doesn't happen very often, but you do sleep in, and I do have to wake you up for work every single day. So, you win some, you lose some. I think this needs, I don't know how long I've had this in the oven for. 12 minutes does not seem like enough. It's still, like, the crust is not done yet, by my definition of done. So, we just gotta sit here and wait, which is fine. That's the Zatsudan part. Memory I have from the first stream I watched was a meme review with Watame, of course. She got to say, motherfucker. Yes. When Coco was graduating and there was like this whole whirlwind of art coming out to honor her, there was this dude whose name escapes me. I wish I had it on hand. He made a parody of like an Onion comic where Coco is teaching Watame to say motherfucker. And so like Watame is in the recording booth saying motherfucker into the microphone, which is great. And on the other side of the glass, you have Coco with sickos labeled over her giant dragon boobs. And then Dagu is next to her with hands on the glass of the recording booth crying. And his label is like, poor victimized, like innocent CEOs or something like that. And then in the corner, you have Ina as the artist Kelly with the typical one-liner where she just says, say it ain't so, like, say it ain't so, like say so, S-E-I, it ain't so. And it's like the best piece of fan art I've ever beheld for anybody. It's like such a perfect recreation of the thing it's parodying, and it stands on its own so well. It's great. I wish I had the artist's name on hand. I do not remember who made it. I could find it. I might just arbitrarily retweet it tonight with no other context. But you guys who are all here on stream will know why the fuck I'm retweeting this piece of graduation art like a solid 7-8 months after graduation. It's really fucking funny. Just nails it on every front. Stuff like that, really good. Stay it ain't so. Rode, do you like the emote? I'm like over the moon that it is finally able to be used. I don't know if the unlock thing only works in this channel though. I don't want people to pay me for it because I don't really want to give Amazon money. Oh yes, thank you. Nyaring, feel free to link it in the chat also, by the way. I don't have a link blocker. You won't get timed out. Or if you do, I'll just yell at the bot and you'll be fine. Feel free to link the exact comic. if you have it on hand. Yes, that is the guy. They make a ton of great art, not just that one. It wasn't just like a single shot in the dark. All of their art's really, really good. What I was saying before, does anybody know if the channel point redeem, where you unlock a single sub emote for 24 hours, is that usable in other channels, or is it only usable in this channel? I would imagine it's probably only in this one. But if you can use that in other people's channels, please just keep using the point redeem. Don't give Bezos more money. Oh shit, other channels too? Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! That rules! Okay, cool, awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, 80 points. That's very easy, very attainable. Please share the good word of giving pizza to everybody else. Just have to come back each day to get my 80-point emote. It rules. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I wish they would let me make it cheaper, but they don't. I don't want to give Bezos money. He doesn't need your $2.50 out of every $5 you give me. It's not worth it. I get the channel points. Everybody gets those. They're for everybody to use. All of you can throw a bone at my head as often as you want for a single point. You get 1 bone, 1 vote. It's awesome. When you get 1,500 bones, you can tell me to put something awful on my pizza next week. But I'm looking for more. Collect them, all the bones, yeah. So, something I need to, wait, hold on. I think this is done. I think I'm calling this done because it smells really good. I will get back to my train of thought in 2 seconds. Ooh, that smells really fucking good. That's cinnamon, baby. Fuck yeah, dude. Smells really good. It's almost a heart. Bon, can you smell this from where you are in the other room, by the way? If not, that's totally reasonable. It came out really good. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. I gotta put the glaze on it, but I gotta put the other one in first. 1 step at a time. It smells amazing. Oh shit. Oh shit, I let this sit for too long. It doesn't jiggle anymore. Ah, fuck. I gotta shimmy this. There we go. Okay, we're good. There we go. Back in the oven we go. Looks delicious. I hope it is. It smells really fucking good. I think I went too thick with the glaze, the spread, but you live and learn. Well, the recipe is very easily accessible, as you can see at the bottom of the stream. So get to it whenever you want. And as for this one, where's my... Here we go. Okay, so before I glaze this and completely lose my train of thought, 100%, what I was going to say is I want to have a channel point redeem for 206 points, because that is the number of bones in the average human body. I just don't know what the point would be, or what the redeem would be. So if anybody has any cool ideas, feel free to let me know, tweet at me, anything you want to see in the channel, like, go nuts. I think 206 is a funny one. I feel like it should be related to building a whole skeleton. So I tried what happens if you actually throw 206 bones at me. It lasts a legit a minute and a half. It's so obnoxious. So I'm just not going to entertain that line of thought. If you want bones falling down the screen, my app does that, just saying. Maybe. I'll have to check it out. I don't think I've seen your app. I know you were building one. Skeleton gift sounds great, right? Yeah, there's like the one puppet where he's like pumping his arms and doing like a butt shake. I should just make that come up on the screen for like 2 seconds. But channel point, yeah, bone zone, right? 206 bone point redeem sounds awesome, yeah. The other thing that I have in mind as a point redeem, just because this is something I'm able to do, is like a random animal fact, because my brain is primarily occupied with thoughts about animals and zoology. Bon was like, we put up a bird feeder today, or yesterday, because it was nice and warm, and so I could hear a bird from like inside the house while we were closing the door, and Bon was like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's a nuthatch. I know exactly what it is. I know quite a lot about a lot of esoterica for a lot of different animals. I'm gonna go heat up this spread so that we can get stuff on this first pizza. Full skeleton throw. Yeah, so the thing is, it just takes very long to do. Like, actually hitting me with 206 bones will last, no joke, a minute and a half. And I don't think that's actually fun. It would just make the stream unwatchable. Which is not really the goal. Sometimes it's funny. Oh! Like one full skeleton. Just hit me with the whole guy. Okay, I understand. That's a good idea. Alright, that's... I feel like I can let this go even more. Make this completely liquefied. I think? Let's see, what happens if I... Actually, this is probably fine. Kind of looks a little sus, but it's a mineral. Just gotta spread it nice and thin. There we go. Fork is actually quite good for this. Use a whisk? What, like whisk this? Sous Chef Bond, show me what you want me to do. I'm completely useless without you. I need your constant guidance. I'm a lost little guy. I think this is working. I don't know what you need a whisk for. I'm still free.
Alright.
Here comes Bond. Oh, is that how you want to spread it? Or you want me to use the fork still? Or what do you want me to do? Is this fine?
I feel like it could be a little more...
That's what I said. That's why I was like, I should put it back in the microwave. Oh, that's what you want to do. Oh, that's what you meant when you said use a whisk?
Yeah. But also, like, this makes it a more even consistency.
Kind of looks like super glue. I don't know why that's where my brain goes. Kind of looks like super glue. Kind of sus. If anybody can, speaking of Violet says Columbo voice, just a little guy. If anybody can think of a good Columbo sound clip for me to have as a redeem, I'm down to become a Columbo tuber. That's fine. Yeah, Bon had the right idea. I think this is good, though. Which means... Wait, Sous Chef Bon, wait, come back. Bon. Wait, Sous Chef Bon. Come back. I'm just a little birthday guy.
Just a guy?
I'm just a little birthday guy.
Alright.
Brick candle, there we go.
Are we saying happy birthday?
If you want.
Sure, okay.
Only if you're willing. Impromptu karaoke session from Bon, I guess.
Oh!
Huh?
It fell.
Oh. Hmm. Oh no. It's a fucking disaster. Can you get it? Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday. No singing. It's a fucking disaster.
I'll sing to you tomorrow.
Okay, that's fair. I tried my best.
Unless you want to be sung. Do people want to sing to tell them happy birthday?
They can't sing. They're text-based chat members. We're trying this again.
Alright.
Sticking that. There we go. All the way in instead of just
All
on
the
the top.
way in? Alright.
That is right. Damn, they're so good at this, actually.
Alright. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Are you?
We're not doing this. No. We're not doing this. I mean, I guess this being my first streaming anniversary, we'll go with one.
Okay.
Sure. That's why there's the one candle.
Yes.
Make a wish. Blow it out, chat. All at once now. All at once. Wow, I got them all at one go. I'm so good. Fun. Fond memories.
Now we break this heart.
I gotta get a photo of it first, so I can tweet this later.
That's
It's all
fair.
about the hashtag content. And then we got the other one in the oven still. Let me get a photo of this real quick. Taking care not to get my phone too much on the screen. There we go. All right, Bon, you want to come taste test this?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. You want to go lengthways or
Probably break the heart in two.
perfect? So this one I get to use the pizza sword, gang. My favorite weapon. My weapon of choice. Yeah. Cleaved in twain. Rend asunder. Broken heart. Want me to go again?
Sure. I just noticed that the candles kind of. You can notice here, got a little pink in there.
Oh, Jesus. Whatever. Sorry. You might have to eat a little bit of wax.
Yeah, cut it in half again.
Again?
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm gonna eat it.
A little wax never hurt anyone. Hello, Gioge. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time for the taste test. If you want to follow along at home, though, you can always follow the recipe at the bottom of the screen. All right, here we go.
All right.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of wax right here.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Delicious.
Tell me how it is, Bon. Our dessert pizza. Is this fucking edible or is this a train wreck?
Oh yeah. I probably will.
Bottoms up, chat. That's a cinnamon roll. Toe to tip. That's a cinnamon roll.
Delicious.
Here, I'll shove some in your mouth, guys. Here. Actually, your hands are probably messy too, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you could do the autofocus.
Oh. Well, not all of my fingers are.
That's fair. Mine are all gross. But... Here, open up. Open up, guys. Come on.
I think they're too close.
Open up. Tasty. This came out great. I would wholeheartedly recommend this recipe again to anybody at home. It does not take that long to make. I think the dough overall, which again is the same pizza dough I use for normal pizza. So like, you make a lot of it, put it in the refrigerator, pull it out whenever the fuck you feel like. Super good. You don't always have to make something like this, but I think this is a good way to use the extra dough that you might have. So like, when I do normal PIZZATSUDAN, I make 2 pies because that's how much the amount of dough I make accommodates for. But what I could do is I can make one that's the traditional cheese and sauce and tomato sauce. I can make one like this. So if you ever make the dough ahead of time, and it should last for like a week plus in the refrigerator, if you have any left over, I really recommend this recipe. I think this is great. Could not ask for a better birthday cake. At an unreasonable hour. Do you have a Domino's in the UK? Is there like an equivalent? Or does Domino's operate in the UK? Can you in fact order pizza at 2 a.m.? Because it's like, it is 2 a.m. Like UTC right now, right? So, you would need something like that. All good today. I think the stream is just about over. We got to the taste test part. It works. It's edible, which is a big plus. Thank you for the happy early birthday. I look forward to catching up with you either late tomorrow night if you're doing another just chatting, or Wednesday, whenever I see you around. Always happy to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Yeah, so I think, as I just said, I think that's probably going to do it, just about. I'll wait for the other one to come out of the oven. I can show how that looks. We could glaze it if we want, but it's probably going to be more of the same. So I think I'm probably just about done. Big exciting week. Monday, tomorrow, as I said, I'll be doing having this for your actual dinner. End stream. I don't have a good answer for that. Kind of. I'm eating this now, but I'm actually going to eat like a proper dinner after this. This is going in the refrigerator, probably. Or I'll have this again afterwards. I'm not going to eat this whole thing and be like, that's dinner. But, yeah. This was made during dinner time, so we're kind of inverted the order. I'm eating my cake before I eat my vegetables today. Sorry. Okay, yeah, so events this week. I've got my collab tomorrow with Bon on her channel. You'll see me tweet about it, for sure. This channel will also be hosting it, so if you come here, it'll just redirect you to her channel. We're going to be building at least one Lego set together, maybe two. Always fun. Check out Bon's channel on Mondays at that time on days that aren't my birthday, and she builds Gunpla. She's currently building the Rosen Zulu, which is a very, very rare, prestigious kit. That is a mobile suit that has high heels. What else? I think later in the week I might have like a secret collab coming up. I don't know. It depends on if things pan out. I have the whole week off from work because I need to burn all of my vacation days before they just accumulate at the end of the year. So I've got a lot of free time on my hands. I'll be trying to release the VTube Studio plugin that I spent yesterday finalizing up for version 2. That's going to have emotions driven by heart rate and per model profile, so look forward to that if you're a VTuber. And I think that's pretty much it. Unless anybody has anything else they want to chat about, I'm always open to topics. Got nothing else better to do. I don't have to wake up early for work tomorrow. The night is young. It's only like, what is it, like 9 o'clock, right? So, the night is still young. Alright, I'm gonna get the last pizza out of the oven, and then we should be all set. I got a good glitch clip for you from this last game I played, just for me. Just for me. That's a frozen treat, just for me. Like a nice nice cone of ice cream. I'm looking forward to that. That sounds cool. Alright, here's the second pie. I don't know what happened here. I guess it got maybe too hot. There's like a bunch of foam on the stuff. It looks more like a pizza, but it kind of has that swamp thing going on in the middle, which is exactly what I wanted to avoid. But I think this first one actually came out better than the second one. But, live and learn, right? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Anyway. I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm happy to talk. Seems like we're kind of winding down. I've got a cat to tend to now because, as I mentioned, we're fostering a cat this week for like the next month. I've got more brainstorming to do for my channel point redeems and things like that because I just hit the ground running with those yesterday. You're giving me some good ideas for what to do there. I've spoken about what I'm doing later in the week for a collab on Monday and potentially later, I think again on Thursday. And that's pretty much it. I'm also excited to finally use my cool new pizza tool to clean off my pizza stone. I gotta get to that before I get too tired. So, eager to try it. Yeah. So, as is tradition, I will now go see if there's somebody I can go raid. And that'll do it for me. Thank you very much, Bonacera, and good night.